dfzradio.com.
Talking about the Heavy T Road Show. Knowing someone better than your show. Everybody knowing this whole show. Yeah. Talking about the Heavy T Road Show.
Yo, 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 Peter Piper picked a patch of purple pickled peppers. Pop, 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 pop. Wah, 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 wah. Heavy T's Grow Show, what up? My co-host is on his phone drinking Hornetos. You know, the Hornitos is south of the border, but now that they have funding for the wall, you will all be drinking Hornetos. Probably distributed by
Donald Trump.
Hawthorne Gardening Company.
Hawthorne bought all the agave down there.
That's a good one. Blame everything on Hawthorne.
Oh.
They own all the agave plants.
Blame Hawthorne. Blame Hawthorne.
Oh, man. Welcome back to Heavy T's Grow Show, everyone. You missed us last week. It was, first off, Devin was out of town, so how could we do a show without Devin, the hydroponic chef?
You need the fucktard of the week. The fucktard of the week.
My direct messages are now for Devin's lack of delivering magical butter machines are now greater than any Heavy T Grow Show shit that
Wow,
I've
you
ever
caught
had.
up. You finally caught up.
These motherfuckers some of them aren't even winners. They just come out and they just see that poster.
Don't worry, Devin. That's how you know you made it.
Hey, you know it's not a real winner when it says under the bridge is where you send it. Okay, troll.
Right.
Troll on.
Right.
Yeah, we were off last week, unexpectedly, actually. So we're dedicating this show to my father-in-law who passed away. Shout out to Dennis.
Respect.
And Peppy D, this one's for you. Hopefully we do you proud. He hated weed. Well, actually, he sold a lot of it, grew it, smoked it, and then later in life decided that it wasn't for him.
Some bullshit.
I think when it started being referred to as marijuana, it was so strong that a lot of these older guys can't even deal with it.
You know, it's the torch really throws some people off.
Yeah, that it does.
It's the devil's lettuce.
So we have a great show for you tonight. We're packing a lot of grow information into this 4 hours.
Pack
4
it
hours.
up.
We have Jan and Chuck from Greenhouse Feeding coming in.
Hell yeah.
We also have, and that's Jan is also part of Greenhouse Seed Company over in Amsterdam.
That's
I'm sure
right.
you guys
Come
know
on,
all
if
about
you don't
them,
know
the strain
that.
hunters and all of that.
If you don't know that, come on.
So get your questions ready for Jan on powder feeding, how to grow, whatever you want to ask. We have some grow experts in. We also have Marcos Pollos on the screener station. I don't know why I'm hyping that up. Because
He waves his hands a lot, and he uses his finger.
Yep, and he's over there ready to answer your calls. Who else do we have? We have Rich Hamilton from The Grower's Guide. What's The Grower's Guide, Devin?
The Grower's Guide is the premier go-to book for grow advice in Europe right now. It is a
Awesome.
bestseller, and Rich Hamilton is the man.
Is his name over there Heavy Hamilton?
It would make a lot of sense if it was, because he looks like he'd be growing heavy.
He's coming on. And to start the night off, we have an old friend that wants to let all the growers know, whether big or small, what you got to do to get ready for the spring. We have Chris from Pacific Grow Supply, Sanctuary Soil, and
what's
Mission
up?
Fertilizer. What's up, Chris?
Good evening, fellas.
What's up?
What's growing on? What's popping, Chris?
Just running around the state, pushing the bulk soil. Let's see. I think I'll be pulling into the Deja Vu here in Stockton for a quick break.
Oh, a
Appreciate
lot.
you put me on early.
Yeah, definitely going to rain. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
A lot of yards of soil going out at Deja Vu.
Oh yeah. We're trying to help them expand their their business model.
You're trying to get them off the salts over there, right? Back onto the organics.
It's time for them to go organic. These scars and aftermarket parts, just not working anymore.
I guess not.
Tell them.
Hey, so if I'm a commercial grower or I'm a, at-home grower, you guys have the bulk soil delivery up and down the state going on. Tell us a little bit about what I have to do to qualify for that. How do I get a hold of you?
Yeah.
Everybody qualifies for it. You can look at bulksoil.com.
Everybody.
And take a look at, try and keep it simple. Take a look at the different soil blends we have. Each one of the pages within the website, there's a link for a dealer locator. So you just put in your zip code, and it'll pop in anybody who can put an order in for you. And it's pretty simple. You go in, fill out some paperwork with your local shop or yard, pay your bill, I assume, to those guys, and then within the next 72 hours, we appear at your doorstep with truck and transfer, ready to dump some soil.
And making it happen. These things are rolling all day, every day. So if you want to get your soil by this spring, right, March, April, you need to get your orders in now, pretty much, because it does get backlogged. Right now, your turnaround is 72 hours, you said, but down the line, I mean, if you sell all the soil that you guys make there, you're going to have to wait for the process to happen again, yeah?
We've got a pretty good distribution network. So we're, once it gets heavy and hot in the season, I mean, everybody's got to deal with the same logistic stuff. But we're still inside of a week, which is quicker than just about anybody out there too. So we have a nice fleet of transfers that we can sneak into any of your spots you like.
Nice.
And for the commercial guys, there's a lot of talk about these regulations, especially Prop 64 growers. These regulations, how do I become compliant? There's certain aspects of things that people use in their fertilizer program or their IPM program or even in their grow medium that can fail a crop. It can fail a test to the CDFA or to the Cannabis Bureau. What does Sanctuary Soil do, Chris, to make sure that everything is on the up and up for you guys through the process of making your soil and preparing it for the customer?
Well, the first thing we do, which is your number one act by your best growers out there, we test our product first. We before we put it out there. But what we do is we've got a farm up near our yard where we test and grow all of our soils and grow, and then we send it off, and we've passed all the level 2 California tests. So for you, what you're really looking for is keeping your metals and your pesticides down, and we passed all of those with flying colors on the final product. So that's pretty exciting. So we're ready for the legal cannabis world.
That's what it's all about.
Yep. If you want to get your soil going, go to bulksoil.com. Chris will be there to answer your calls, get your soil delivered out to you, and don't forget the dry fertilizers from Mission Fertilizer or even the liquids. A great way to amend existing soil or get a little bit more oomph. Down the line on your outdoors or greenhouses.
Yeah, no, appreciate that. And all of those, that Mission Fertilizer line is CDFA certified organic, and so that's going to contribute to keeping your product clean as well. And I have to tell you, I apologize. We passed level 3 testing for the state. I got Mitch blowing up my phone right here, screaming at me with exclamation points. So, yes, level 3 on all the metals testing. So we are ready to go, fellas. And we're going to be having our. We've got the Empire Builder, of course, and then Big City Hydro and Dutchman Cocoa in bags, and then we are going to have Happy Hippie out there in your local hydro stores probably the end of this month.
That's what I can't wait for. I've been asking you guys to put that into a bag. In my opinion, once it's in the bag and the home growers using it on a regular basis, it's going to probably supplant the Empire Builder for the home grower, just because it's a little bit more forgiving. It's so clean, so fluffy, and at that price point, you can't beat it.
You can't beat it. I think everybody, all your home growers are going to absolutely love that stuff. So,
All right, stay tuned for Happy Hippie coming out to your local hydro shop.
Hey, when you say bulk, like what's the minimum? Like what's considered bulk? Like what's the minimum?
10 bags.
2 bags.
10 bags.
Is
of
it
course.
three? I'm gonna get like a bunch of bags, like 6. So like,
yeah. So for bulk, you're looking at a 20-yard delivery or more, and it makes sense to do it in a bulk delivery. Other than that, otherwise it's bags, or we also do 2.5 cubic yard totes.
Does that mean 20 lawn yards in my neighborhood is what?
20. If you can cover 20 of the yards. No, so a cubic, basically, so a pallet of soil is about 3.5 yards. So, you're
7
thinking,
pallets.
imagine like 7 pallets worth
math.
of material. That's when we truck it in loose bulk.
there you go.
No bags, no ripping anything open. Just pump
No
it and
bags.
dump it.
Just dump the truck and let the boys jump in the dirt.
With the CDFA certification on the mission, Chris, I always wonder what's the difference between that and OMRI. I know there's another one that's a national one, like NOH or NHO.
Yeah.
What is the difference, and what does it mean to have a CDFA organic certification?
Right.
Well, what's nice for the CDFA is specifically California that is going to cover that for us. So that's going to ride out any testing that we have to deal with. That covers you for the state, which is what we're concerned with. I mean, what these guys have to go through right now, you got to have lower levels of metals and pesticides than a tomato that I go buy at the grocery store. So
Fuck yeah, this is my medicine.
So it's important. What it is it's highly important. Don't go with something. They're finally getting a little restrictive now. You can't. They're not letting companies just use the word organic because as part of their name or description. It's becoming a trademark word, so you're getting a little safer. But you just good advice to all your growers out there, anybody going shopping. Just because it says organic, make sure you're looking for some certification. OMRI is another body than the CDFA that's going to certify it organic. And then of course you have your Clean Green certification, which is like certified organic for the cannabis community.
You guys down to do a little illegal dumping? I got a little site that might not be legal to be dumping stuff. But
My cousin's in sanitation.
Yeah, that's a good question to ask over a broadcast, Dr. Jeff. Why don't you give
DM me.
go
DM me, brother.
go
Just reach out to us, but no, we'll deliver it anywhere. We're just dropping dirt.
There you go. Dropping dirt is perfectly legal, bro.
Good, a couple bodies down below it, dropping the dirt.
Go to bulksoil.com, Chris.
God.
Get a lap dance for us, man. I appreciate you calling in.
Honor, brother. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody.
All right, go to sanctuarysoil.com, missionfertilizer.com, bulksoil.com, dfzradio.com, heavygrow.com,
www.yourmom.com,
farmtotable.com, the-same562.com,
Oh, that site's no longer.
allohacannabis.com. Call in at 562-653-0707.
07.
And if you want to grow that fire, don't use uber.com. Hey, I want to talk to the chef about his trip over there to the great island state of Hawaii.
Aloha.
You were on Oahu.
Yeah, man. I was out there at the Hawaiian Cannabis Expo. This was the 4th year they did this on the beautiful island of Oahu. And
Is it improving every year?
the people really showed out, and they have medical. They've had medical for a minute now, but they just voted recreation into effect. So you could see what it's already kind of had its effect on the local vendors. So the event was attended well, and there was a lot of vendors there, but you could kind of feel what was in store for what's coming with.
Oh, they fucked it up with the rec,
They
bro.
fucked it up with the rec, brother. The recreation is definitely going to hurt the gray market in Hawaii, and more than I think that they ever expected it.
No more dollar bill.
And the other thing was that it brought such a different group of the hydro industry together too. You had everyone there from every aspect. I saw Royal Gold out there, Blue Lab was out there.
Only the rich people.
Those guys Mills who pay bills and shit were out there, and yeah, so it was a great event. And shout out to Uncle Funkle out there. Shout out to Dana and everyone that threw the event together. I brought the family with me. I was carting around my daughter around the Cannabis Expo. I had no shame because there was no consumption on site, and it was more like a fair. So it's very Hawaii strong. It's like Hawaiian strong there, and they let you be yourself when you're in this event. So it's family friendly, and you know I would definitely go there next year.
Did you find yourself?
Huh?
Did you find yourself over there?
Yeah, I mean, it turns out that I'm a 72-year-old black man, and I had no fucking idea. Like, I identify as a 72-year-old black man.
Hey, with your NorCal, Midwest, white boy ass over there, because Hawaiians are very protective of what they have going on for them on the island.
Brother, they fucking are.
They love you, Rob.
It took a minute. It took a minute to get in over
there. Did they
but
approve of your swimming jean shorts?
I'm not gonna lie. Like you gotta watch what the fuck you do over there, bro. It is another country. That is not like the United States. Like we think of the United States.
Did they approve of your Air Force One flip-flop?
There was questions about the neck beard. Like, brother, aren't you hot?
What about the Dan Cortez?
And
good one, Doug.
Who is these Scots motherfuckers?
Oh, brothers, you ruining it. You coming over here, white man taking over, bro. Be like, well, what do you got? Oh, the Royal Gold. They're from the island.
And then,
bro, that's funny.
Yeah, it's just a good scene out there. Shout out to everyone out there. Puna Grow Supply, Island Hydro. Shout
How many
out
stores
to
are
Ohana.
there now?
Describe
There's
it.
over
like,
16 stores out there.
Describe the event. Like when you get there, what are you seeing?
So when you walk in, it's a concrete floor with green backdrops everywhere, and it's kind of like a fucking old school CanaCon. You remember all the old CanaCons?
Oh, when people used to show up?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because
You remember that
there's
time?
still optimism out there in the industry.
What's
So
Canada?
my advice is don't
Okay, the
you
real
control
question.
it. You control it out there, so don't vote that recreational in the way we fucked it up.
The real question is, how was the weed?
yeah,
The Pacalolo,
I
was
guess.
it fire?
they didn't use any Pacalo.
That's
No
good.
Pacalolo.
No Pacalo in their Pacalolo, I'm happy to say.
That's always good.
So it must be
a lot of fluffy airy tree out there. There's a huge humidity problem. 90% of the people out there that say they know how to grow cannabis and go to Hawaii and try to consult on like these big commercial grows end up fucking shit off because they haven't taken into effect what it's like to scale up in a humid climate like that. No environmental control can prepare you for
Yeah,
the
brother.
fluctuations.
You're
that
gonna have a
happen out there.
waterfall come out the back
And
end of
on
your
top
grow.
of that, Hawaii is very, very strict on what they allow into the state. So you can't bring in any foreign funguses or bacterias. So everything that we would normally
No
use
Death
with,
Guard?
everything we would use to inoculate our plants, you guys, is technically fucking illegal to use on your plants over there
What?
if it's not a local strain of it.
Brother,
And
I use
Amlio
Miracle Grow.
liquefaciens doesn't naturally occur in Hawaii, so that one's off the market. The strongest mold killer there is not allowed.
It's per plus, bro.
What, Eagle 20?
No, the fucking biofungicides,
Oh,
the
okay.
safe ones.
Brother,
Eagle
I
Come
saw-
on, brother man, with your Eagle 20 and your coffee, your Kona man. What you thinking?
Eagle 20,
2%
hooking up
milk,
growers
brother.
left and right.
Well, I'm glad that we have
Good
Duff
times.
here to relive the expo with you. And
And he was in Oklahoma at the Oklahoma Expo. So, hey,
Tell us
tell
about
him
that.
what goes down in the airport bathroom in Oklahoma.
yes. How many taps to get what you need in the Oklahoma airport?
He
just goes- He goes in there, puts on Freddie Mercury on his phone.
No, no. That's my ringtone.
Oh
I
my
go in the
God.
bathroom.
Have you
and-
seen Bohemian Rhapsody? That dude was wild.
Under pressure.
Yep.
He was
I think that
he
was
was
David
wild
Bowie,
like
bro.
Mercury and Bowie, huh?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yep.
Anyway,
Tell me more. Tell me more, True Detective.
Let's shift over because we do have a
Yep.
good guest tonight with Rich Hamilton. We're gonna bring him on next after the commercial break. If we're gonna
Well,
take
we're gonna
some
take
callers
this
or
call
anything.
first right here. But I love you trying to direct my show. Just get
Well,
out of that
fuck,
mode because you're along for the ride. You're not driving tonight.
I didn't know Heavy
Put on your headset so you can hear the fucking caller, Chris.
Horty was at the end of the table.
I know.
Chef.
It's going to take one Wednesday to kill your Aloha. You got your Aloha over there, and now you're going to be like, fuck it. God, this guy.
Smash.
DFZRadio.com.
Let's go to Jay in L.A. What's going on, Jay?
Man, what's going on, guys?
You know, just hanging out, wishing we were in Hawaii.
I wish I would.
I wish I would have been at that Hawaiian Cannabis Expo too.
I know.
Hell yeah.
With good weed.
Well, yeah.
With good, with good
Cali
weed.
weed.
Exactly.
And this ain't Jay. This is Ray. My bad. What's up, Ray?
It's Ray J.
Oh, Ray, you got a question for the greenhouse guys coming up?
Yeah.
I hit it
Hey,
first.
just hang tight. We're going to get them on just after the break. We got Rich Hamilton coming up, too, dog. So hang tight. 562-653-0707. Hey, Marcos Pollos, lock Ray back in for greenhouse.
Yeah.
We got phone lines open. If you've never gotten through, call in, and we will get you through, get you hooked up with some grow gear. Our sponsors include GH, Vermicrop, Smart Pots, Blue Lab, Nanolux, and the Hort Rep Group,
Don't
Green
grow
Patch
blind.
CO2, Turpinator, Mission Fertilizer, Fantech, and who else we got? We got other people too.
We make
Magical
it
Butter on that
rain.
list now?
What about the?
We make it rain.
The papers, no.
Raw Papers? No, and Miller Lite.
Green Pass CO2.
Miller Lite definitely sponsors me.
Yep. All right, let's get this going. Take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with Rich Hamilton from the Grower's Guide, along with your grow questions right here on DFZRadio.com.
Get your paper, 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 get your paper. I hustle hard, 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 I hustle hard. Yeah, I stack that money, just money, that's money, that's money, that money, just stack that money. Yeah, I stack that money, just money, that's money, that's money, that money, just stack that money. You weak hustlers just make me laugh, and I ain't fucking with it if it don't make me cash. All I do is stack money. I'm a grown ass man. This a West Coast addiction. Team on the map. Bring the heat on the track. Bring the fire in the booth. I'm tired of these motherfuckers lying to you. It's for the real ass hustlers who clocking that dough like Urban G. Bo who just got home. Get your paper. Get your paper, get your paper, get your paper, get your paper, get your paper. I hustle hard, 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 I hustle hard. Yeah, I stack that money, just money, that's money, that's money, that money, just stack that money. Yeah, I stack that money, just money, that's money, that's money, that money, just stack that money. I hustle harder, I got to get it. Ain't no waiting around for somebody to give it. I stand on my own too, the grind I live it. The 9 to 5 can't provide the digits. My vision's exquisite, like the stones that I wear. Got gold around my neck, got diamonds on my ear. All the whips that I own, sitting on chrome. Candy painted bike that's sitting on gold. Get your paper, 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 get your paper. I hustle hard, 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 I hustle hard. Yeah, I stack that money, just money, that's money, that's money, that money, just stack that money. Yeah, I stack that money, just money, that's money, that's money, that money.
Throwing weed up in the bag, let me get a couple mags, and we do it just like that. We some money loving freaks, so my niggas gotta eat, so we out there moving.
Get your paper up, get your paper up.
I'm stacking so much dough, I got a paper cut. I'm packing so much hay, I filled the stable up. And I don't give a fuck, you lay down for my paper chunk. Yeah. The cold life that we leadin', hustle hard just to stay breathing. Jesus.
Get your paper up, get your paper up, get your paper up.
I hustle hard, I hustle hard, I hustle hard, I hustle hard, I hustle hard.
Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money. Yeah, stack that money, just stack that money.
DFZRadio.com.
I tell you, this is the life. Ever since we started working here at Sanctuary Soil, I couldn't be happier. It's nice to work at a place where they treat you like the artist that you are.
Tell me about it. So many places just throw you in the dirt, feed you junk, and drip water on your head.
Yeah, sounds more like torture than a job.
And how do they expect you to do great things when they don't give you the right tools? I can't do it if you treat me like garbage.
I hear ya. You give me the highest quality organic materials like woody biomass and grasses, put me in a healthy, clean environment, and I can practically poop gold.
Not to mention alfalfa meal, arborist material. They even bathe us in a healthy biological tea full of enzymes and other good stuff. You know, I get a little choked up just thinking about how all those customers are gonna benefit from the hard work we put into providing them with the best products available.
I just wish more companies were like Sanctuary Soil. It's nice to work with people who care about their customers and care about the environment.
Yeah, this is the life. Hey, I'm pretty full. Think it's about time to go make some magic, if you know what I mean.
Well, a worm's work is never done.
See you in a few.
You got anything to read? This could take a while.
Sanctuary Soil's Buckaroo brand premium worm casting, the all-in-one soil amendment that's safe for the environment, children, and pets. For more information and to see a list of current retailers, visit our site at sanctuarysoil.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone! Dude, this shit is
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
Hey, you started early, huh?
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right, go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right.
Yeah, meow. Meow.
You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFCRadio.com.
The next level of growing is here. The growing revolution is here. DFCRadio.com. DFCRadio.com.
To all my homies out there
Bars.
that ain't got a car,
Bars.
I'll be picking you up.
Hey, you still got the monitor up.
Yeah. Check it out.
I was hearing before, too.
In my silica.
It's still in here.
Green silica. Green silica. Riding in the shitty, feeling kinda shitty, riding in my shitty. That's a good song. Feeling kinda shitty. Feeling kinda shitty.
Hop into that all black thing on them things. Haters jaw dropping, looking strange and deranged. I'd advise them lames to remain in their lane. I'm all about my change, even though I'm paid, I never change. I diddy bob on a bad bitch, beast in it, I go savage. Haters stay on that mad shit, cause ain't there bitch in here average. Riding out on that boulevard, turn your neck and I'll pull your broad. Act tough and I'll pull your card, and that's just how the game go. Ain't got no time for no lame hoes and no silly niggas. Hub City nigga, and I'm riding around with these bad hoes, and I'm starting to feel like Diddy nigga. Stunning shades on, I'm in my zone, my bitch a Diddy nigga. More hoes on my phone, hoes in my home, that's on my city nigga. Riding through the city, bad bitch with me, stunning shades on, feeling like I'm Diddy.
Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Riding in the city, feeling kind of shitty.
Hey.
Feeling kind of shitty.
Hey.
Feeling kind of shitty. Riding my shitty car in the city.
So I love how the guy's there and Mark just like talking to him. Hey man, so tell me about your book.
Yeah. So like, what's your book
hey, we
about?
know who it is, Mark. Just fucking check it in. Okay. Oh yeah, tell me, there's 2 books?
So tell me how it all started.
How many books are there, Hans?
Tell me the story.
Hey, what's it like in the UK, man? Can we sling some weed?
Can you write one in, like Mexican Spanish, so it's not like so strict, so I can understand it?
Can it be like Spanglish?
Palabra?
Or it's like English?
Hey, I hear a knob knocking. Is that Marcos?
I hear you knocking,
abuelita?
but you can't come in.
I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
Hey, Mark.
Knocking, but he can't come in.
Mark's telling us I'm number 1. All right, number 1, bro.
He's only need 10% Spanish and the rest English.
That was comedy by the same 5-2. Follow me.
All right, let's get to the phone lines. To our guest here.
None other than Rich Hamilton himself.
Give me one of these Rich Hamilton books. He signed one for me at a Max Yield
Richie
before.
Rich.
I see him at all the events. It was about time we got
Heavy
him in the
Rich,
building.
what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
We're doing well tonight, man.
What's up?
I appreciate you
Good,
staying
good,
up
glad
late.
to be here.
Or staying
Hell
up
yeah.
late or getting up early, whichever one that you're doing for us.
Yeah.
Dude, the Grower's Guide. Devin's been hyping this up. We got a chance to meet a couple years back in San Jose at the Maximum Yield Expo. And we had a conversation. But at those expos, everyone is, so ingrained in selling, doing the expo thing. So tonight, I want you to dive a little bit into what the Grower's Guide is, who it's meant for, and really, really tell us, first of all, what is the Grower's Guide?
All right.
So the Grower's Guide is a series of books. It's just very simple grow books that are broken down into very small, easy, bite-sized paragraphs. Loads of pictures in there, and they're really concise. And they show something. They show the grower from seed to finish. So it goes all the way from germination or cutting or clone, all the way through to harvest and curing, and how to keep that product at the end. So it's literally, a complete guide.
For how many growers there are, there's probably equal numbers of ways to grow, and everyone believes they have the right methodology or the way to do things. How do you write a grower's guide in vague terms to fulfill all those growers' needs? Or do you just focus on a certain aspect of maybe like the way to be the most successful?
Well, so at the moment, currently, we have 4 books out, with the 5th book to land later this year. Originally, we was going to do a grow book that encompassed all the styles and all the techniques, but that was going to end up to be a huge book that would be off-putting to most users and very complicated. So we decided to break it down into each different sort of technique or style, if you will. So growing in cocoa, hand feeding, growing in bubblers, deep water culture, growing organically, growing with passive watering systems. And the book that's coming out later this year will be growing with dripping systems. So we broke it down into those bite-sized pieces, into those bite-sized techniques. So the idea is the customer, the user who wants to grow, let's say they want to grow organically, they go into the retail store, hey dude, I want to grow organically, perfect. The store owner grabs the book, there you go. It's as simple as that. It's all in one book and they can purchase it and it's all ready to rock and roll.
And it's let's say it's time-honored methods of growing, things that have been proven to be successful. You may touch on some things in there, and there might be new volumes of the Growing Guide to come out, but these are ways that have been time-honored, tested through and through from growers across the world.
Yeah, 100%. One of the things that the Grower's Guide book does, which no other book does in the industry around the world, is it actually uses all the products that you would go into a hydro store and purchase normally. So we have product disclaimers for pretty much every single product in the industry.
And these
so
aren't
we pride ourselves on being a complete independent publisher that promotes all of the products that are available, all the trusted brands. They're all there in one place.
And that's the thing, Rich. I was just saying to Tyler here, this is the chef. You've taken all of the top brands in the industry, you've put them in the same book, and you're actually working with some of the top brands in the industry by putting this book together. What's it like bringing some of the politics and all of the, the industry's top brands and dealing with some of them all at the same time?
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's been tough because some of the brands they really don't get on with each other, and they certainly
tell us more.
want to collaborate.
Who
with
doesn't
each
get
other,
along?
You know, they're interested in themselves, and that's it. And I want to sort of bring the industry together for the grower. You know, it's all about the grower. It's all about the end user that's producing that product. And the Growers Guide book is literally a place where I can sort of bring all of the hydroponics industry together in one place. So we're working for the better good. You know, that's kind of our ethos. Is we're not really that interested in money. We're interested in actually doing the right things, you know, and we're interested in giving the end user the best information with the best products available.
In a digestible form, I might add, too, because some of this is the fundamentals, but if you were to try to read another book, you'd have to read it several times to actually get some of that knowledge to soak in. Well,
that's like the Heavy Tea Show. Why we have 400 episodes.
Or at least me.
So you mean it's all pictures for Duff?
So these are books about how to get rid of mites?
So look, I'm a comic book fan, guys. Like I need pictures in my books. I need to know what the product is. I don't just want a label and a description.
Well, with all due respect, I saw you sending a text message where you have the dictation on that you talk into your phone rather than type.
Right, he doesn't even type.
I don't even type anymore.
I don't think he knows how to spell.
I'm a fucking robot.
Is this book on audio?
The thing about this book is
he needs a cassette.
It's not so basic where it's just pictures. You actually have the fundamentals and the technical skills that you need in this book to get you started, and long term this book is still relevant.
Yeah, 100%, and it goes all the way from start to finish. So if you've never grown in your life before at all, you can go into store, go online, pick up a Grower's Guide book, and it even has a shopping list in the back. So if you're in propagation, you're in veg, you're in flower, and you just want to go to the store, you can give them the book with the shopping list, and the guy in the store can give you everything in that in order for you to, complete that phase of the book.
When you've got so many different products in the book and some of these stuff, because
and so many different styles of grow, does it cover everything?
It transfers to us in America, but there's also products that you have in Europe that we just aren't able to get access to. And I sit in here and I look at some of the products in the general organic line in this book, and I look at the ripen. Yep. We just got ripen. Can you believe that shit? Like, we just got ripen.
Oh my
it's
God.
Been around in the UK for, I think, over a decade now.
Yeah. Yeah, but it has. Primarily the books were originally designed around the UK market. We sell them in America as well. High Times, we're proud to be the only non-High Times publication to be actually sold on the High Times website, which is a big deal, especially for High Times and for us. So we are incorporating, for want of a better phrase, an American-style book with all of the American, US, and Canada products within it.
And it wasn't And it wasn't necessarily well received at first. You had to kind of jump through some hoops and go over some fences to make this book even be able to make it to market.
People,
out there,
first off, select an autoflower. What?
Oh, fuck is that?
Yeah.
It's auto.
No, what did you have to do to actually make that happen and adjust it to the American clientele for yourself?
Right.
So it's just having an understanding of what's actually happening in America. So, like I met you guys a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
In San Francisco, I think it was.
I remember.
And I try to get to most of the shows, and we do that off the publisher's back. So last year, I think I ended up going to maybe 10 shows. So I like to keep relevant and just make sure that I'm fully aware of the products that are coming out, the good products, and actually the growing styles and techniques around the world, including Canada and America.
Taking it back to something you said about working with different companies and kind of being the dude that's bringing the olive branch between companies that may not get along. Tell us a little bit more about the companies that don't get along. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, so specifically, who's talking shit on who?
Yeah, there's lots of them. The hydroponics world is quite a political place behind closed doors.
No way.
So it's tough, and I think most of the end users and most of the people that are actually buying the products don't see all of the politics that are happening behind closed doors.
He's so smart and diplomatic. He will not start shit.
He avoided that whole
He will not stir the pot.
He avoided that whole. That was not
well
the
said.
question.
Very diplomatic. I respect that, Rich.
It is very clicky. Right. That is absolutely for sure. The Grower's Guide, they're inexpensive. You're looking at maybe $20 American, 14, 15 pounds over in the UK. Check it out. If your hydro store doesn't have it, make sure that you ask them to get it. And how do the hydro stores or the end users get it?
Yeah.
Aside from
So we ship internationally direct from the website. That's thegrowersguide.com. If you're in America, it's available via the High Times website as well. So if you go onto their shop, you can buy it direct from those as well.
Great. And Rich, I do have Duffman. He's anxious to give you an audition. Here we go. He actually
wants to pitch his product.
No, turn it down. He wants to bring your book to audio with his very own voice and stamp of approval on it.
Southern California style.
All right, go ahead, Duff.
Americano.
The Grower's Guide by Duff.
You got to read it as it reads.
All right.
All right, everyone quiet.
In the first chapter, Holmes, we've been looking at the basic overview of the plants. In order to make this more digestible in your gutas, where the shit gets digested and shit, you gotta go ahead and have it broken down by. No, I'm not fencing nobody. There's no fences around here, bro. There's no Trump shit around here, Holmes. This guy over here talking shit. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to audition. Yeah, this is Southern Californian, Americano way. Like, are you gonna hire me or not?
You know what? I think you're hired.
I'm hired. I got it.
He talks to his gardener the same way for some reason. Every time when he shows up, he goes with that Mexican accent.
And his gardener is a white dude.
And
Duff finally got a
his
job.
pool man's a Mexican.
Hey, my garden looks muy bueno.
It does.
For real though, Rich.
Rich the Grower's Guide. It's a great book.
I knew that 2% would pay
I
off.
actually have a signed edition, Devin. I don't know if you're
I've got
looking
4
up.
fucking copies, and one of them was sent directly from Rich from the UK, man.
No,
Well, he handed it directly
that's
to
impressive.
us, bro.
Yeah.
You know
and
what
he,
I mean?
And he wrote,
In person.
heavy titties, I really like your show.
Yeah, exactly. He said
At
he
4 in the morning in the
recommends,
UK.
a bigger size
But
bra.
Rich, all jokes aside, man, we respect what you're doing and making the knowledge digestible to people on the gardening side of things, from the commercial side all the way down to the home growers. So we salute you.
And it's, with all respect and seriousness.
That's much appreciated. And I've got a lot to thank to Eric as well at Garden Culture Magazine.
Absolutely.
I know you know Eric real well.
Shout out.
And he's been like a mentor to me over the last few years.
Awesome.
Sort of bridging that gap from the UK to the States and to Canada. So, I've got to give big up to Eric at Garden Culture Magazine. Great bloke.
Awesome. Make sure you put Heavy T's Grow Show in every book of yours.
Okay, calm down. But the Grower's Guide, listeners, it's not overwhelming. A lot of times talking about grow or reading grow books, hey, it can seem like it's a lot to digest at once. It's an easy read. You can take it in increments, learn along at your own pace, and it complements what people are doing at the hydro shop, which I think is the best thing for our industry, for the hydroponic industry, the grow industry, and the growers. There's a lot of bullshit out there on the internet and stuff where...
Oh, you were reading on the internet
That's
again?
that
Oh, cool. You
bullshit.
fucked your plants up? Sorry.
That's
Buy the
that
Grower's
bullshit.
Guide. And don't fuck up.
That's Carl the truth. Thanks a lot, Rich, and you have a good evening.
Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot for your time. And great show, by the way. Great show.
Hey, DM me. I'll start doing the reads for you.
All right, he's got it.
No problem. All right, see you in a bit, guys. Take care.
Peace.
Hey, can you just read it without doing a Vato accent anytime?
He wanted an authentic Southern
He had the
California
opportunity
voice.
to
Let's hear
really...
you do a live read on the first paragraph, on the first introduction of the first chapter.
And what voice?
But hit his music.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Hey, Duffman here.
Hey, Duffman here. Know your plan. Chapter 1. In the first beginning chapter, we'll be looking at the basic overview of the plant. In order to make this more digestible, I have broken it down into 6. Did you hear me? 6.
Did you say 6?
6. What? 6. Easy to follow selections. Sections. That's what I meant. Easy. Each covering different
Listening
parts.
to a book shouldn't be more difficult than reading it.
No, wait. Are you not seeing these words? Words.
I didn't know an audio read could give you a seizure.
It's like when you play Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right, Duff.
Epileptic seizures.
Why don't you...
I got all the coins, though.
Okay, I'm going to read it for real. Okay, here we go.
Just that little introduction. If you do each chapter at
All
each
right.
break.
Okay, here we go.
He got it.
He has it.
He sucks at read so bad.
In
In the beginning.
In this first chapter, we will be
people are
looking.
turning off right now.
Oh my God! We gotta cut this now.
Here we go now. Heavy Teeth
cut
Grow
this
Show
now.
coming back live after
Sorry.
these messages. We have Greenhouse Feeding with Jan from Greenhouse Seed Company.
Duff's glitching.
Chuck's in the house as well. I think we have some other guests coming up. Make sure you stay tuned. Get your questions ready for Jan. A grower from Amsterdam going to give us an update on the Grow Off. You guys remember the Grow Off was become legit since the last winter.
Hey.
Was.
It's
Not
been
only-
6 shows since we mentioned Jerome.
Let's talk about an extra $10,000 you could win.
How?
Not only from the grow off, additionally from Greenhouse.
From Duff's Garden.
Well, I'll find out about that after this break. Let's get ready to talk grow. 562-653-0707 is Heavy Teeth Grow Show on DFZRadio.com. You dig.
I read books for a living. Whoa!
Team, homie, watch you fall flat. Don't want the fame, but the change, I need all that. Hustlers get your guap up, rappers get your props up. Cause sky is the limit and we got heaven on lock up. Back down to earth, street swerving down Atlantic. Long Beach riding to death, we straight smashing. This is for my family, this is for the masses. This ADX anthem in case anyone asks me. Oh, taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Tell me who won it with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth till the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life on my license. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
Hey, I rep my team, rep my city, and rep my scene. I'm down for mine, on the grind all the time, like overtime. I ride to the death, can't do it like this, so don't try to step. Can't move it like this, so don't try to test. Got shotters on the side of me, right in my left, cause we do it so swift, we do it so sick, and we ain't gonna stop. We got money to get, we got honeys to flip, got the streets on lockdown, so why would we stop now? We holding the spot down. Sour Diesel Hennessy, a bad bitch next to me, ADX teaming, going down up in history. Do it to the death of me, so ain't nothing left of me. Dumping off the weaponry, hold it down for centuries.
Oh, taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Tell me who won it with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth till the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life on my license. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
Bonafide hustler, stay up in the street, grinding all day and all night so we can eat. Roll up on your homies like niggas, stick 'em up. Now bags in the stash in the back of the truck. Pounds of the diesel, throw it in the air. Tipping Hennessy for my niggas who ain't here. Back on my feet after shedding a few tears. Give me 2 years stacked up with a few mil. Niggas locked up, but the homies still here. Rapping ADX fresh in the full gear. Killing the recession, puffing on the chop. Teddy Brock shot, killing blue clocks. Haters got no idea you ain't ready. It'll be a sad song if you niggas test me. Them niggas tryna send 100 cops to come get me. Gibbo sprayed a couple shots and told them bitches come catch me.
Oh, taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Tell me who won it with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth till the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life on my license. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Bring the bullshit and we'll be done.
Yeah, you know what it is. DFZRadio.com. We'll be right back. Heavy Teeth Grow Show.
We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. And I'm sipping on Activist, big go to Sprite, nigga. And I'm blowing on Texaco, this shit came on a flight, nigga. Professional, tailor-made, precise, nigga. And I told my lad bitch that I love her, but I ain't gon' fight with you. Ain't way too much money on my mind.
Heavy T's Grow Show coming back. Call in 562-653-0707. 562-653-0707 to win free grow gear right now. DFZRadio.com.
Pain. I just want a bad nigga for the fame. Yeah, that big baby, she for the game. Stack a star, gotta maintain. Play the smart nigga from the start, going hard like this is my leg game. Yeah, bitch, I am LeBron Wade. Chopper, give your ass a blunt fade. Ooh, for everything I do it for my family. It done before this summer till they take my breath away. And I'm posted on that corner till I see a better day. My young nigga pull on, they pull up and eat your face. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. We don't never stop at red lights at night, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. 2 letters G and a D for all my right, nigga. And I'm sipping on.
DFZRadio.com.
If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. Rest in peace, Bob Marley. My blunt got a cold cut, Steve Harvey. I catch the buds with my glove, Steve Garvey. Quick to roll in the club, cause we party. They asking where the bomb at, cause everybody in the club smell that. It's Breeze, get loaded TV, smoke about a pound every day of the week. Roll so fast you didn't see him coming your way. Turned around and there was a blunt up in your face. You must have thought that I was finished. The Breeze is never stingy with the spinach. Rolling up some trees. You can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
I love the stickiest weed, cause I'm a Cali baby. Started from that chocolate tie from them early 80s. Now it's OG, a perfect mix with my OE. The shot of lean had a G moving slowly. Apparently, you ain't never smoked like me. Load these switches up like they was some magazines. I got some bad bitches rolling up blunts for me. Hop in the rotation, true story you can see. Even your bitch eyeballing wanna hit the tree. Smoking on weed, living life with my homie Breeze. I got that green thumb, I grow my own fucking weed. And if I got some problems, I'm hitting heavy tea.
Rolling up some trees. You can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
Hey, I'm in the zone. Dude, I'm in the zone.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T's Grow Show. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I love it.
Hey,
every day.
Thank you for
Every
the
Wednesday.
thank you for the birth.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop.
Tell him Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right. Yeah.
Meow. Meow.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
Happy birthday.
That was awesome.
Sorry, Horty.
Game over.
Yeah, taking it to the top. Naps, what's good? Knock on, what I'm saying? We hustle hard. Team ADX and listen. Hey, what these niggas want from me? Haters wanna eat now, you never getting lunch from me. Get off my tailcoat, get off addiction. Team full of mean niggas, team green like it's Listerine. Don't cross the squad, man, we get them off, man. We on the front court shooting, you just a ball fan. I'm on the top back, y'all do it all bad. Grind on the regular, tell competitors all bad. Test the team, homie, watch it fall flat. Don't want the fame, but the change, I need all that. Hustlers get your guap up, rappers get your props up. Cause sky is the limit and we got heaven on lock up. Back down to earth, street swerving down Atlantic. Long Beach riding to death, we straight smashing. This is for my family, this is for the masses. This ADX anthem in case anyone asks me. Oh, taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning.
Yo, what is? Welcome back, Heavy Tea's Grow Show, right here on DFZRadio.com. If you missed the interview with Rich Hamilton, it will be up tomorrow on demand at DFZRadio.com, also at iTunes and YouTube. Check it out. I'm a little out of breath here, trying to do two things at once, and I'm excited about the guests that are in the studio now.
Yeah.
With all due respect to Rich, we got, I don't know if I would say legend, but one of the growers and one of the main men over at Greenhouse Seed Company and from Greenhouse Feeding, Jan. How you doing, Jan? And help me with your last name. I didn't want to murder it.
My last name is Wegner.
Wegner, that's how we say it. I should get that. But
listen up.
And we're here with Chuck and just John. John and Jan. That'll make it easy to talk tonight.
John.
From Global Garden Company, doing their thing. Thanks for coming by, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yep. So, Jan, I mean, there's a lot of things that we could talk about, from strain hunters, from breeding, from growing, your nutrients. But first off, tell us a little bit about your history with cannabis, with growing cannabis. When did you start growing? How were you introduced to it?
So I started smoking pretty early. I was around 12 years old.
Is that normal in Europe?
Not really, no.
Was it a joint? Was it a bong? Gravity bong? What was it?
The first hit was actually a piece of old school hashish in a pipe, and it didn't do anything.
Wow,
so,
hashish?
Yeah, really old school.
So Moroccan?
Of course. Yeah.
So you were like, "What's the hype? No big deal."
Yeah, and then it took like a few times before I really felt it, and didn't stop.
And then you're like,
Nice.
"Shit, I'm spending money on this. Maybe I can make some money. Maybe I can make a career of this." You started growing.
Yeah, I started growing, but it was all personal, so I always just wanted to supply myself, my friends a little bit, and yeah.
So you went for
I
quality.
think I was around 14 when I had my first plants that
Wow.
were like shit, of course.
Some autoflower?
No, it was actually White Widow was my first strain, so I
Popular.
will always remember that, but yeah, I didn't know anything. I just put it outside.
I like to tell the story of my first time growing. Is I had read all of Ed Rosenthal's books. Actually, during free read in like 9th and 10th grade, I would read his books. And I went to Long Beach Wilson, so they weren't that worried about the white kid reading how to grow weed books compared to what else was going on there, right?
Exactly, right.
They were worried about people getting shot out
Like
front.
gang banging outside, yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I'm going to do this. So in my closet upstairs, 15 and a half, 16 years old, I took a 400-watt metal halide off of the side of the elementary school and wired it up and plugged it in.
How the fuck did you wire that without shocking the shit out of
Duff
yourself?
Man's older brother did it. Okay, I didn't fucking don't fuck with electricity.
All
but
right, smart
we
man,
got it
smart
wired
man.
up.
You hired
we
an
got
electrician.
like a tinfoil hood around it because you would not dare go to a lighting store and ask to buy a grow hood
So
or
you
anything
shaped
at
the
that
hood
time.
out of foil.
And in this little dormer closet in my attic, that must have got 120 degrees. It was red indica.
Fire.
And at like day 25, 30 of flower, when it started forming and pushing out little white cotton balls, me and Duff Man decided to start picking it.
That's good enough.
And
I
in
need
a-
something to smoke.
And in about 3 days, it was nothing left. Duff Man's older brother didn't get his cut and subsequently took the light back because
took
he did
his
the
hood back.
wiring. And it was in soil. I just got some potting soil from the garden center. But how about your first time? What was it? Did you get a light? Did you do it outside? Soil,
I did it
hydro?
outside in my parents' backyard.
Nice.
They didn't mind.
They didn't know.
As in the
Our
cut.
neighbor was a cop, so it was not the best situation. So actually,
Allegedly.
I didn't get to smoke anything of that because at a certain time, my parents said, "Okay, those plants have to disappear."
They always cut them
So,
down when
yeah.
it's in flower, right? They'll let
And
you
then-
go.
Then me and some friends went like in the forest and we started planting there the next year.
The
so.
guerrilla farming.
Damn, guerrilla grow.
Going out there. What type of fertilizers? Like going out and doing some slow release garden center fertilizers? Or?
Actually, we used nothing at first.
Just
Just really
the earth.
basic. We were happy to get seeds, and that's it. We were just taking care about watering.
And
So-
you actually pulled a harvest. You got some flowers.
We did.
They're in the forest, though. They're in the forest.
And
Forest
you
got
thought,
a lot of good
okay,
products.
this means we could take over the world, guys. That's what every grower
It was
thinks.
not the best. Was not the best yield for sure, but we had some flowers.
You guys were kings of your street. You
Of
know,
course,
you
yeah.
know you were doing your thing. But at some point, it had to go from backyard boogie or middle of the forest boogie to a serious hobby, and then to a career. How did that transition happen for you?
So yeah, I just started growing when I got my first apartment, and just like small closet. Like I was really early into LED lights because I didn't want to like burn my whole apartment down. And
Right.
I'm like you, I'm not really good with electricity, so I didn't want to do anything wrong.
So you had the apartment when the shade was up. It looked like Barney was inside with a bunch of purple and pink lights shooting out.
As a purple light
and
district.
Paid like a ridiculous amount of money for those lights.
That
and
90-watt UFO 1,000-watt
yes,
replacement.
Yes, and
Early
it was
LEDs.
really
Oh my
bad.
God.
That is awesome. How about coming to work with Greenhouse Seed and the Strain Hunters?
There was actually, I moved to Amsterdam in 2011 for another job. I used to work in logistics, so I did something there and got the opportunity to move to Amsterdam from Germany, where I grew up, and that was always a dream.
Right.
And to go back to the greenhouse story, I was 12 years old when my parents went with me to Amsterdam.
Okay.
And opposite the one greenhouse coffee shop, there's a big Chinese restaurant, like three stories high. And we went there, and I saw the greenhouse. And I was already interested in weed and smoking some hash.
Right.
So since then, since I was 12 years old, I followed the greenhouse and strain hunters and everything they did.
Did you reach out to them and contact them and say, hey, I want to be part of your operation? Or was it that you're kind of the kid lurking around and they were like, okay, we're either going to have to shoo this guy away or figure out who he is?
Right. No, it was actually it started on the Strain Hunters forum. So we have an internet forum where like people can sign up, like ICMEG and all those kind of forums. And I was one of the first guys who got the fertilizer to test it. So I was running that already, and at a certain time I was sick of my old job and I didn't want to do that anymore. So I just reached out to Franco at that time, said, hey, look, this is what I do. Is there anything we can do, or do you have something for me?
And you were able to have the opportunity to work with legends in the cannabis industry.
Yes. Legends.
You know, if you don't know about the Strain Hunters and what they do, they've collected some of the most famous land races from all the continents, trying to keep it, from my understanding, trying to keep them pure, learning the benefits, and then that's what they do through Greenhouse is bring out certain benefits and keeping the land races alive.
Yeah, it's for preservation and, of course, for new breeding.
And that's awesome. Now, different types of fertilizers out there in the hydro game. I mean, liquid fertilizers, people are big on. Powders have become a bigger commodity here in the United States in recent years. But for the feeding, greenhouse feeding company, and the powders and things that you use, they are unique compared to what is out there. Tell us a little bit how that is.
So to give a bit of background of that story, we are a seed company, so we produce a lot of seeds. We have to grow a lot of plants. So at some point, I and Franco decided to not use any of the brands that is out there anymore, but to make their own formulation, just to simplify the whole process.
Do those guys, or did those guys have an agronomy background, or did you guys enlist some scientists to help make that happen?
Yeah, we had to partner up with somebody. We told him what we want, so we made the formulation, and he said, okay, this is how we have to mix it, and helped with that, yeah.
And a lot of field testing, a lot of cannabis-specific testing in the greenhouses.
Yeah, so of course they had a lot of experience growing already for many years, and that experience went into that research and development of those products. And then we came up with a nutrient line that at that point was not really a line, or it was not out there. We just did it for our own production. And it's one product from start to end. So they are all strain specific.
Wow. How are we able to do that? And maybe John or Chuck, you could jump in. Because we're talking about cannabis, and especially for indoor cannabis. An 8-week flowering cycle is typical for different varieties, maybe 10, 12 weeks at the most. But most indoor home growers aren't going to grow a 12-week strain because they need their supply, right? They need to make sure their flower is on point. If we have one thing from start to finish, are we able to still maximize what the plant needs through the entirety? Because the levels for, or the need for different levels of different elements will be different, won't it?
Right. Yes, but you regulate that basically by increasing the dosage.
Okay.
So you start very low and then you increase your dosage until you harvest, and also by playing around with the pH, so you can manage what the plant actually takes in.
And that's a great point. And a lot of growers don't factor that in. For the listeners out there, at a lower pH, nitrogen might be more available to the plant. So if you want to emphasize that in an all-encompassing feeding program like Greenhouse has, you could do that. You could increase the pH slightly to make phosphorus more available. And we do encourage people to do that. And in fact, maybe if you do as well, I know the chef and I do. But I like, if I'm doing recirculating, I like for my reservoir to go through a range. I'm not just dumping pH down in there trying to just pin it down to 5.8. I let it go 5.8 to 6.5, and then I'll bring it back down, or it might be time for a reservoir change. You know, making all that happen. Let's go to a caller here, John. We have Jay in Los Angeles. Or Jay or Ray?
Jay.
All right, Jay. What's going on? You're on with the Greenhouse Feeding Company.
What's going on, guys? I was just wondering, for greenhouse, what do you guys think is better, flower beds or flower pots?
For greenhouse?
Yeah, for greenhouse.
Both have advantages or disadvantages. Flower beds are probably easier to maintain. You have less labor, whereas pots give you more control, I would say.
And let me give you this idea, Jay. When you make a bed, I mean, you made your bed laying it, right? That old saying, but it's true in the greenhouse as well. If anything goes wrong, you happen to have an infestation, a pathogen spring up, to remove or treat that entire bed is going to be very costly. And I prefer, especially for cannabis, container gardening. For one, I can control it. I can manipulate where the containers are laid out. I could feed each single container, especially if I'm using a fabric pot, which will help keep the root zone cooler overall for those hot summer days in your greenhouse. But for me, I'll do a container each and every time, and especially if you're doing light depth or an artificial light. Maybe if you did a full 9 months, a large bed, just because you're going to have larger plants, would be more beneficial. But if you're doing light depth, put them in pots, dude. Go get some 7 to 15 gallon smart pots.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, the 15s. I like the 15s. In the high desert, I'll use 15s just because they stay moist a little bit longer. Down near the beach, I'll use 7 to 10.
Right on.
And I'm going hard. I'm putting more numbers in there than I am looking to grow huge trees. And maybe, John, for you...
How many plants are you putting in the 15?
I put one plant in a 15-gallon. No, I mean, I put more plants out to fill up my canopy. So when you're looking at your canopy, the area you want to grow in, the idea is to fill that entire spot with plant matter. So if you grow one big-ass tree, of course, its circumference is going to be more. You could scrog it out, screen it out, where you push it down so it spreads out more. But if you don't have time to grow that huge plant, you're going to use smaller plants and more of them to fill up that area.
Exactly.
So you would instead of filling up a greenhouse with 15s, you would fill it up with 5s or 7s?
Depends on the environment where I'm at, if it's more arid or if I have environmental control.
No, down here by the South Bay.
Yeah, 15 would be the largest. I would do a 7 to 10.
Okay.
And get a smart pot. You don't need as much grow medium.
Light depth.
So it will work out nicely for you.
Got it.
All right, player, I'm going to send you some stuff from our friends at Mission Fertilizer, the full Mission Fertilizer line. It's completely organic, of course.
Right. Don't panic.
They got the dry organics, the liquid organics, and the crazy swell is included in that.
It's crazy.
That will help you swell you up. Use it in your soil gardens or your beds. Thanks, Jay.
Right on. Thanks for hooking me up.
All right, player. More often in Amsterdam, where you guys style of grow across the ocean there, is it more plants like a sea of green style or like a scrog? Or
No, it's definitely sea of green. That's the old school Dutch style of growing.
So started over there.
And you guys just push them out? What you flip them when they're maybe like 8
How tall?
to 12 inches tall?
Yeah, probably like 2 weeks veg and then flip them.
Wow.
And it's just like
2
one
weeks.
solid nug.
Yeah.
Right.
Also easier to trim.
What's your what's your favorite strain to grow right now?
It's hard to say. My all-time favorite is our Hawaiian Snow, which is 14 weeks sativa.
Right.
So that's a very nice one, but nobody really wants to grow that.
That's why you said, hey, I'm only smoking when I go to bed tonight because you smoke that sativa.
so
You
rare
better go to
it's
sleep or you're going to get
Hawaiian
noited out.
How many pounds does that get you after waiting that extra long?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, outdoors it can produce really, really good.
That's
Indoors, in my small setup for myself, it doesn't make sense to grow that strain.
Gotcha.
So it's a nice one. It's my favorite, but I don't grow it at the moment.
Let's go to the phone lines again over here. We got another question from Hayes. Hayes, I don't know where you're calling from, but you're on the air. What's growing on?
What's good?
You know.
Hey.
Just hanging out with the greenhouse guys.
For sure. What are some of the pros and cons when using powder nutrients versus liquid nutrients?
Oh, he wrote his question down. What are the pros and cons, John?
So, first of all, liquids is basically you transport water. So
Speak real. You don't got to worry about the guy at the end. Be like, you're paying for more water weight.
Yeah, and yeah, just the ease of use, because in liquids, if you go to the biology or chemistry, in liquids you have to separate bottles. That's why you have like from 3 to
8,
20
10,
different
20.
bottles, because in the liquid stage a lot of the elements react with each other, and with powders you can actually make one mix and just run that. So it just
Wow.
simplifies the process.
That's
So yeah,
crazy.
it's ease of use. It's definitely also money, because if you consider that you have to ship all the water, it's gonna make the product more expensive.
Right.
I do see where the liquids are a little bit easier to manage if you're making up small volumes of water, real small volumes, because listen, if you put a couple milliliters too much, it's not going to fry your plants, as opposed to a more concentrated
Right.
into a 1 gallon, right?
Yeah,
or if you're
for
making
sure. Yeah,
1
then-
gallon
yeah.
of super concentrated, it's tough.
You gotta
But
be on point.
Transportation, mixing in large vats and things, it's very easy to use, and also super stable. The powders I've used have always been really, really stable, like pH stable.
Right.
Yeah.
And things like that. You guys also have an organic line, though, right?
Exactly.
It
yeah.
just came out. But is it powder organic?
It is powder, and it's not water soluble. So we have 3 products in total. One is water soluble, that's the additive, and the BioGrow and the Bloom are like soil amendments. So you mix them in or you top dress.
Right. So it could recondition a bed like the last caller was talking about.
Yes, correct.
And it's going to work well with it. How about biology? Do you include any microbiology, or do you suggest using anything?
So in the BioGrow and BioBloom, there are natural occurring microbes. So we have Mycelium in there and mycorrhiza in there. But because they are not inoculated, they're very hard to measure. So they're also not mentioned on the packaging, because we cannot guarantee what's in there. The additive, the enhancer, there we have inoculated trichoderma and bacillus.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. Chuck, you did bring some samples over here. Do you want to hook my man Hayes up? Maybe he can try something out?
Yeah, no doubt. Do you prefer,
Into the mic, Chuck, into the mic. Just like you told your wife on your wedding night.
Right on, Hayes. Do you prefer water-soluble minerals, or do you want to do organic and just soil?
I'll do organic in the soil.
Okay, that's the easiest thing you got. It's each application will last 8 weeks. So 8 weeks of grow, 8 weeks of
Wow.
bloom. Yeah,
Damn.
with a little overlap.
Nice. I'm going to send you
8
some
weeks.
smart pots
Wow.
along with that, and some green pads original. Hang them up. Give them a squirt.
Squirt.
Let that
Squirt,
CO2 rain
Squirt.
down. And don't forget
I make it
on
rain.
IG, go to @greenhousefeeding or @greenhousefeeding_USA.
That's right.
And follow @Global Garden Company. That's Global Garden Co. And you can go to globalgarden.co/greenhouse feeding to learn more.
That's right.
All right. He's stoked.
He's stoked.
Calm down, Hayes. Calm down. That's way too much excitement.
Hayes is wildin'.
That might have been Duffman calling in. Was that Duffman? Could be. Dooney? Is it Dukush? Dukush? Dakush?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. What's your name?
Jose.
Jose.
He said
sir.
Dooney Kush.
This is DAUKUSH.
That's not Dooney Kush.
That's not Jose either. Sorry, Jose. What's going on?
Not much, not much.
Well, you're on the air.
Oh,
Welcome.
I was wondering, so then the powder nutrients are better, right? For a small...
I told you,
That
the
was
beach
bright.
ball's right down the middle, John.
Right down the middle.
Go ahead. What's your
Get it.
opinion on that?
Answer.
I want to
Yes.
do a indoor growing.
Say that again.
I want to start a indoor growing. I'm new at this.
Okay.
Yeah, in that case, actually, I would recommend our organic range, the bio line, because it's super easy. It's almost impossible to kill your plants with it. So that's what I would recommend for somebody who's just starting out. You just have to mix it in once and just feed plain water.
How about
That's bomb.
and more than just the feeding with your background in growing, a lot of small growers in Europe and stuff. There's small apartment growers and things. If he's looking to get to growing, what type of light and setup would you recommend for him? Are you still on the LED kick? Because they've come a long ways.
Personally,
Yeah.
for me, I use LED.
Mhm.
It's just because of space issues. So Amsterdam is really expensive to live, and we
Right.
have really small houses. So you gotta make the best of it,
Low
and that's
ceilings.
because of temperature, really.
Do you
There
like?
you go.
Do you remodel a bathroom or a closet, or do you get a little tent, like a little grow tent?
Yeah.
No, I have a closet. It's a company that's really close to where I live. They're called G Tools, and they manufacture actual closets made for growing.
No way.
And
That's
that's what
awesome.
I use, and I really like them.
Sweet.
Yeah, get something small. Don't run in and get a super complicated hydroponic system where you have to worry about water temperature so much, pH fluctuation. I like
Right.
where John was talking about getting onto the organic kick.
Mhm.
They're more forgiving. It's harder for you to fuck it up, is what I
Start
mean.
in
So
soil for sure.
yeah, start with some soil.
Yeah,
Quality
it's very
soil.
easy, and
I
you get a
love
good
soil.
product in the end, and then you can continue from there.
Go to Coco next.
Nice. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you some things to get
Thank you for
started
the
with,
info.
dude. I'm gonna send you some smart pots and some Turpinator, helping you make it
Yeah.
AAA. Turpinator.com. All right, dog. You got hooked up with over $100 worth of gear. 562
I love
653 0707. We're talking more grow. Greenhouse feeding company in the house.
In the house.
Chuck and John are going to talk more, and John's going to tell us more of his background, his stories, and give you grow info from Amsterdam.
Damn.
Or from Germany via Amsterdam. Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZRadio.com. We'll be right back.
All right, DFZ Radio. Check out this song right here by Cali Breeze. It's called Superman Fly, featuring Raj Hills. Let's go.
I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city.
Caviar got me scorched. Why you niggas smoking Newport shorts? And you wonder why your bankroll short. Probably cause your ass never left the porch. I be grinding and making moves, you know the business. Pound the block, pushing work till it's finished. Serial killers leave no fucking eyewitness. Extra clip, shit, I'm on my Blake Griffin.
Respect me. I've been hustling my whole life.
You know there's no
seen
nigga out
shit
here
till
like
you
this.
seen the light. I see you niggas stopping at the stop sign. I'm California stopping cause the world is mine. Some claim defeat, the angels speak. They woke the king will sleep. The triple beam the way to me. I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman fly in the city.
Tapes confused with wearing capes, you fools. Still breaking the rules, roll moving, you lose. Handyman with the tool, I had to rock his body. I came to body like Lottie Dottie, and I don't wanna hurt nobody. I'ma break it down with the get down, watch it go down, hold it down with the 4 pound. Now you know now, it's about to go down.
Respect you, respect me. I've been hustling my whole life.
You know there's no nigga out here like
seen the light. I see you niggas stopping at the stop sign. I'm California stopping cause the world is mine. Some claim defeat, the angels speak. They woke the king will sleep. The triple beam the way to me.
my weaknesses and my strengths. But everybody know my strengths definitely outweigh my weaknesses. As long as that, I'm a human being, like everybody else. And if I meet somebody perfect, then they can train me, and they can help me be perfect. But there ain't nobody out there perfect. So we'll all just get along with it.
They say Machiavelli's resurrected, I can feel his presence. But the coldest thing, Machiavelli never left us. Who the fuck he think he is? Talking about Machiavelli never left us. Who the fuck is it? I'm an outlaw, thug life, hustle to the death of me. Brutalist, Helly, and I'm mom lost, baby. Worth to get money, knowledge and I fucking lead. Think I seen a ghost if you stood right in front of me. Tupac eternally, Rogers on his own shit, stick like new money, and you can pass the show on me. Worldwide masterpiece, hustle on this fucking street, on that dead fed crime, so they still tapping me. $1 million smile, girls say I'm sexy, bachelor in art, got it in psychology. Player, you ain't fly as me, still can't see me, stand on oxygen, or you can't even do the
Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman, fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman, fly in the city.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Riser Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men. It's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement of your plant vigor in fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T's Grow Show. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I love it.
Hey,
every day.
Thank you for
Every
the
Wednesday.
thank you for the birth.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right.
Yeah. Meow. Meow.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Hey man, your garden smells amazing this year. What are you doing different?
Haven't you heard? We've been using the Turpinator.
Did you say Turpinator like terpenes?
Yes, exactly. Turpinator is designed to increase your plant's terpenes, which are responsible for everything from how your plants smell to how much flavorful oils they produce. Basically, Turpinator is the one-stop shop for an overall quality increase for your fruits and flowers.
That's awesome. You know, I can tell the Turpinator has not only increased the oils in all your herbs and flowers, but it looks like it's going to increase your dry weight as well. And dude, don't even get me started on those crystals. They look like mini icebergs.
Well, you better hurry up and get on board. It's flowering season right now. And since Turpinator is made right here in Sonoma County, you can literally find it in any hydro store in town. Boost your plant's oils and bring out flavors that will drive your friends wild. Turpinator. Sticky is an understatement.
Happy birthday.
That was awesome.
Sorry, Horty.
Game over.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2, apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3, blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4, water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiall 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the VermiBat Guano Fertilizer and the VermiBlood Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Oh, bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
Bye, Hardy. Game over.
DFCRadio.com.
We be fucking with them girls. Scout cookies, you know what I'm saying?
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
All right, let's talk about what we all got our girl for Valentine's Day real quick.
Oh man.
I think
you actually got her something?
I think that my wife might be getting some the BioLine greenhouse feeding company products over here.
It's good. Instead of giving flowers, she can grow her own.
That's right. She don't need to grow her own. Her husband grows them, and then she smokes them.
Yeah, thank you.
Here, let me introduce you to my wife, the chimney. This is nonstop smoking. Let's ask the romantic down there. He does big things. The chef.
On Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, what's he doing? This would go all out. He been on the
peep gang because I'm romantic, right? Remember when I proposed to my wife, I wrote her name in the sand. And she got to sit on a view and look down at it. So on Valentine's Day, I got to up that a little bit.
How do you up that, though?
I know.
Right?
He's going to write her name in his back hair. So when she's biting his back.
I take some sand from the beach, and I put it on the table, and I write our name in it, right? And then I cook a chocolate steak. And you say, what? Chocolate steak? A chocolate steak is a regular old ribeye coated in ground peppers, a little chili powder, and cocoa powder. You know that fine shit that's bitter?
Yeah.
Bitter goes good with steak. Then you hit it with some cannabis olive oil, some shaved chocolate, a little bit of red wine in a saucepan, saute that with some shallots, pour that over the steak.
Pretty good.
Ooh la motherfucking la.
That's the Hydro Chef.
Hydro Chef approved.
Yeah.
Who's babysitting your kids?
You asked. You fucked around and asked. What do you mean?
Wow. He just dropped game
we're so
for y'all.
medicated, we don't even care if they're
Wow.
crying.
He just dropped game for
I hope my
everybody.
wife's not listening because she's barely getting a
Tyler
car.
does not do any of that.
I'm fucking romantic as fuck. I'm like, you see these lights on?
I'd pay for that
you
bill.
see this rent paid? See that car insurance?
I told my chick,
How
I
you
was like,
feeling
other
about
motherfuckers
that?
ain't like this shit. They don't even cook. Like,
How
she
you feel
thought
about that?
she thought every man cooked.
Oh, hell
like that was just a
no.
thing. I was like, did you know growing up in my household only the women cooked?
Exactly.
Like that was some shit, really. Like growing up, a lot of people have never seen a man in the kitchen. It wasn't a thing.
I'm getting the vacuum repaired for Valentine's Day.
That's the most disrespectful thing I've done it to.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway.
Ain't nothing like a Hoover.
Let's get back to Talk and Grow over here. Let's see. We got Rocco. I don't know if it says Rocco Playa or Rocco Playa, but He's on the phone.
What's
has
with up with all
question.
these rap names tonight
That
on the
says playa.
goddamn caller?
I don't know.
That says playa.
Rocco Playa.
Rocco,
Playa?
the line is dead. Are you okay?
Oh my
Fuck,
God,
would
is
somebody
he
put out an
alive?
APB on Rocco?
We'll see. Try to get Rocco
A man
back
is
in a
dead.
minute.
How can we take another caller?
Let's
A
go
man
over
is
here.
missing.
Browns Bag, Ohio.
Brown bag.
Nah, it's the Browns back from Northeast Ohio, bro.
Oh, shit.
They'll love it. I know you love your Chargers.
I know, you know. And football season's over. I'd like to forget it. Let's focus on growing right now.
Hey, no, the real thing I got is, like, last time I was talking on your show, you were sitting there talking about your self-sufficient grows, like a couple of your green cubes. Now, I'm wondering, is it better to go powder or liquid to go into, like, maybe like a cloud ponics or a bigger grow box, like, along with your nutrient line?
Well, that's not a bad question. I haven't heard
cloud
evaporative ponics like cloud
For real.
ponics in a while.
Exactly.
They were the rage about 8-9 years ago, but powders or liquids.
I'm not really familiar with that. It's like
You
just-
evaporate
it's
it
a
into
mist.
Okay.
Here we go.
Every cloud ponics or vapor ponics or any of those roots, I call them steam systems because the system gets too hot and cooks the roots eventually. They all need a liquid fertilizer that's already broken down earlier.
yeah.
It makes a lot more sense because
So-
anytime you're going to introduce anything that has to potentially come in contact with sugar or microbes, it's going to multiply in the root zone. So with a clean NPK that doesn't have any sugars or any additional byproducts, that's what I recommend for the cloud products because you can't add organics, you can't add anything that's not chemically broken down already.
So you could actually use the mineral powders.
These with these ones
that
can.
were originally like the 4x8 like trailer trucks that were completely solarized. They would sit there, they would drill down, get their self-sufficient on water, RO systems, and everything else. What about those ones?
Yeah, I would probably use the mineral ones because that's like hydroponic systems. Everything hydroponic without a medium, without soil or cocoa. You need to go like spoon feeding your plant with minerals.
And what medium system would you be using in this situation?
Oh, I believe they were sitting there. They were talking about in the bigger grow boxes, like the 4x8s. They were like the bigger ones. They were like I think they were talking cocoa, completely automation, like pumpers, everything, like ROs.
The cocoa would be a lot more forgiving whenever you're going to be adding minerals or top feeding or adding any mixed in salts, as opposed to if you were just strictly in the clay or the rock wool.
Okay. Yeah, those are actually. That's why I moved to cocoa from soil because I need a little bit.
It acts as a better host for.
And so, like an outdoor grower, like a little bit smaller scale, like probably like 5 to 10, but you're looking to try to get some 12-foot monsters. You would say try to go to the powder organics just to sit there and save on weight and powder and cost, right?
That's what I guess would recommend for sure.
Yep.
Because we'd have a longer feeding series. All right.
There you go.
All right, player. And John, you talked a little bit about the price of powders compared to other methods of fertilizing. Is it about the same, like price per gallon? Is it less expensive? Is it slightly more expensive?
It's drastically cheaper.
Hey, you got this.
Is that because of shipping cost, or is that because of?
Just the efficiencies of the nutrients.
talking that mic.
Certainly shipping, obviously. Selling salt water versus just the pure mineral itself. And greenhouse here today is, their concentration is more robust than other powder feedings out there. So I think we say about 12 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
Is the going rate for mineral line feeding schedule.
That's a great deal.
Is that 12 cents a gallon of feeding or 12 cents a treat a gallon?
12 cents of feeding.
Wow.
Really? Wow, that's even better.
Insane.
That's super cost effective.
Crazy.
Yep.
And that's what happens when you don't pay for waterways.
12 cents. Wow.
Hey, Brown's Bag, let's send you some gear out there. Hook you up with.
Hook them up.
That's all Urban Garden.
Hey.
At Urban Garden. Shout out to Urban Garden out there. Go ahead, Chuck. Tell us what you got for the man. Talking to the mic, Chuck. Come on.
The calcium.
Don't be scared.
We get a bag of chelated calcium.
Oh,
chelated calcium. What? Why chelated, dog?
What does chelated mean? What is that?
Tell us, Chuck.
What is chelated?
So we did something with our nutrient line. When we developed it in that was actually in Switzerland. We didn't add any calcium in there. The reason for that is we had really hard water. And if you use our system, you want to supplement with calcium. So we had the magnesium already in the product. And if you use a Calmag product, they mostly contain calcium nitrate, which reacts with a lot of the components in the pK, especially with the magnesium sulfate, and they react with each other. And then you
they
got
lock
those,
out or they
those
bind?
flakes of like gypsum in your reservoir.
Right.
So it doesn't get to your plant.
Yeah.
So
When they're chunked up, they can't be
That's not
absorbed.
good? Fuck. I've been fucking up.
It might look good, but that's about it.
You guys are in town now for a specific reason. You're visiting farms, different commercial farms. Telling them all about the greenhouse feeding company, about all the products, both organic and mineral. But you guys are sponsoring and a big part of this year's Grow Off,
Yes.
which is a competition where a bunch of growers that think they're God's gift to growing.
Hey,
I
easy.
call them King Shits of Turd Island.
Shout out to Jake and Sam. They put on a very
I'm
honorable
not.
event.
I'm not saying anything about this competition or anything, but we have met some of the competitors and sat across the table from one for about a year, and we know the types. But you guys have a lot of great growers in this that know what they're doing. What I'm saying, Chef, is a lot of egos.
And a lot of guys that'll be using liquid salts.
Yep, and you guys are, but you're sponsoring some growers too, right? You have growers in the Grow Off that are running.
Yeah, so
the
what
powders.
we did, we offered them free nutrients for that run for the grow off if they want to go with our line. And actually, I think it's a bit more than half of the contestants are using our products.
Did you actually get to go to some of the contestants' grows lately, or is that why you're in town? to
That's
visit
why
them?
I'm here now, yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the things that you're seeing over here with what's going on with the grow off? Is it drastically different? Because is it hard for you to go into a grow off contestant A and say, oh yeah, this looks really good, and then B might look better or worse, and you have to be like, yeah, this looks really good too.
I haven't seen enough. I just saw one really, and yeah, so I can't really compare yet.
What do you think about it?
He just got here.
He's just fresh off the boat.
He's fresh off the boat.
Fresh off the boat. But for you guys being part of the grow off, what does that mean for you? For the
That's
company?
great exposure, great support from the greenhouse brands, and they also added this year an incentive to the growers entering the contest. If they won the grow off, they got an additional $10,000.
That's
Courtesy
right.
of greenhouse brands.
That's
So-
insane, dude.
How do I enter right now?
I think
Too late, sorry.
I think Jerome already entered.
He won it already. He already printed out his certificate and everything. Is Jerome one of the guys that you're sponsoring?
Are you sponsoring Jerome?
I actually haven't seen the list.
Okay.
That's something that Chuck and Jan have been working on.
We actually
you're dead
if
to me.
If you
we actually got a
love
video
you.
too of their video they sent us.
we do.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Okay, we-
I am the master grower of the universe. My name is.
Can you actually play the video right now?
Yeah, I'll play the video. We're not going to hear it on our end, but the visual will be there, and people that are watching live will see the whole video.
Wait, but you can't hear it on the radio?
No, we can't.
I mean, you're not going to see it on our end. You're going to hear it, but you're not going to see it.
Oh, I
on
got you. Okay.
Right.
Here we go. Here's a video.
Press the fucking button.
A little bit about is this the grow off video? Jan, do you know what we're looking at?
I'm not
They're
sure. I
like-
think it is.
Like, do
All
you
right.
know what
Jan,
you sent us?
this
You guys
is
have
your
footage
right.
of this?
Go
Wait,
go
hold
ahead
on,
and hit
hold
it.
on.
Call
No,
in
wait,
too
hold
if you
on.
want to talk grow 562-653-0707. We are talking grow, and I didn't say it, but Brown's bag, you did get hooked up with the chelated calcium from Greenhouse Feeding Company.
Damn, you chelated.
Some smart pots, and I'm gonna send you a truncheon meter.
Oh, those things
from
are
Blue
awesome.
Lab.
They're invincible.
We know pH is so important, John, right? But what's your feeling on measuring electrical conductivity or
Yeah, for
parts
real.
per million?
Do you need a ppm
Just
meter?
as important.
Yeah,
You need
what's
an
your
EC
nutrient line?
You need an EC meter, not a ppm meter.
Okay,
Well, the
my
Blue
bad,
Lab
my
does
bad. I'm
both.
sorry. I'm
I know, it's like the metric and the
converts
standard
it all.
system, right?
It's it all. It's it all in one. That's why I love it.
We're all
Yeah,
backwards
the Blue
over
Lab
here.
stuff is really good. Yeah. Actually, you know the new Blue Lab product? They have
The
what's
pulse.
it called? Yeah, the pulse meter.
Pulse
Yeah,
meter.
really
We
good.
have
I
it
love
at
yeah.
Cerritos Hydro. Come by.
Yep, let's check it out. All right, you got this video ready?
Yes, I do.
Let's play it right here. Here is the Grow Off from Greenhouse Feeding Company.
Check it
And we'll be back after this. And
Greenhouse Feeding. Award-winning nutrients created by Greenhouse Seed Company, home of the strain hunters and winners of over 120 cannabis cups. Since 1985, the Greenhouse Seed Company has created some of the world's most well-known strains of cannabis. The experience of growing and selling award-winning cannabis out of Amsterdam for almost 3 decades helped them create the purest, most efficient, highly concentrated nutrients in powder form. Greenhouse Feeding. Keep it simple. Use Greenhouse Feeding for the grow-off. Get help from the creators and win an extra bonus of $10,000 on top of the official prize. Contact Jan at greenhousefeeding.com if you want to try Greenhouse Feeding for the grow-off. Keep it simple.
All that. Hustlers get your guap up, rappers get your props up, cause sky is the limit and we got heaven on lockup. Back down to earth, street swerving down Atlantic. Long Beach riding to death, we straight smashing. This is for my family, this is for the masses. This ADX anthem in case anyone asks me. Oh, taking this shit head on, head on. And the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no rockets, tell me who won it with these shots up, boys, we stay hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight, grind for my life, and niggas don't want no rockets, bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
Hey, I rep my team, rep my city, and rep my scene. D, I'm down for mine, on the grind all the time, like overtime. X, I ride to the death, can't do it like this, so don't try to step. Can't move it like this, so don't try to test. Got shoppers on the side of me, right in the left, cause we do it so swift, we do it so sick, and we ain't gonna stop. We got money to get, we got honeys to flip, got the streets on lockdown, so why would we stop now? We holding the spot down. Sour diesel Hennessy, a bad bitch next to me, ADX human going down up in history. Do it to the death of me, so ain't nothing left of me. Dumping off the weaponry, hold it down for centuries.
Oh, taking this shit head on, head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no rockets, tell me who won it with these shots up, boys, we stay hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight, grind for my life, and niggas don't want no rockets, bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
Bonafide hustler, stay up in the street, grinding all day and all night so we can eat. Roll up on your homies like niggas, stick 'em up. Now bags in the stash in the back of the truck. Pounds of the diesel, throw it in the air. Tipping Hennessy for my niggas who ain't here. Back on my feet after shedding a few tears. Give me 2 years stacked up with a few mil. Niggas locked up, but the homies still here. Rapping ADX fresh in the full gear. Killing the recession, puffing on the chop. Teddy Brock shot, killing blue clocks. Haters got no idea you ain't ready. It'll be a sad song if you niggas test me. Them niggas tryna send 100 cops to come get me. Gibbo sprayed a couple shots and told them bitches come catch me.
Oh, taking this shit head on, head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no rockets, tell me who won it with these shots up, boys, we stay holding tight, ayy. Grind for my life on my life. Niggas don't want no ruckus, bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
To the Heavy T Go Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the Vermi Bloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiall 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the Vermi Bat Guano Fertilizer and the Vermi Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
DFCRadio.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Hey guys, it's Heavy T. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the 2 expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in 2 separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plant Tech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
She said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way. You thirsty. In the worst way, nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way. And you be telling her the same shit she heard. Yeah. If you send your bitch my direction, I bet I won't give her no attention, no affection. Same old questions, nigga, you thirsty. Your mind on the pussy, in my mind where a purse be busy. Boy, I make the shit look easy. She know I don't want her for that very fact she need me. I'm Easty, but I grew up on the west. They hear me loud and clear, that's why this ear up on my chest. Honey gang running things, know that. That's why the bitch catch me where the dough at. And you can say that pussy girl, you know that shit throwback. And if it ain't, I still don't give a fuck. You can hold that. Easy. She said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way. You thirsty. In the worst way, nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way. You be telling her the same shit she heard. Oh
I ain't
yeah.
got no patience. I don't really like waiting. Nah, kinda wanna taste it.
shit. Oh, I don't like waiting. So girl, I ain't waiting at all. Make sure you take it. Make sure you take it.
Am I on? Hello, welcome back. Heavy T's Grow Show right here with the one and only Greenhouse Feeding Company.
This is the countdown.
Oh my God. Are there insults any greater than the chef saying your clones look like shit?
So look, last week we
You motherfucker! It was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago we did a little clone.
And
demo
who the fuck
on-
is looking
And you
in the
didn't even-
moonlight with the rain coming down?
And he didn't even participate in the challenge, so why you bring it up?
What do you mean? Ty was just wild. He
And
just banged
there's
out.
2 people that could call me Ty, and neither one are in this room right now. So please, Heavy T.
All right, Heavy T.
Yes.
Listen to me.
Hey, Ty.
Your fucking
Ty guy.
Your technique. I'm not sweating the technique. I'm sweating the speed at what you did. The technique. you know?
Rakim.
you are
Rakim in this
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
You are so high on the good weed I brought that you just don't know what you're saying. You've been smoking that larf for so long.
You don't even take the tips. You don't even take the tips off.
The Inland Empire larf.
So
for so long. If
when
I
you-
don't need to take the
when
tips,
when you take a clone, you should snip it at the node, preferably below it, and then give it a little haircut and take the tips off. Then dip it and plant it.
motherfucker, I
These
rounded off
fuckers
the
are
one
full
that-
leaved.
Yeah, because they grow. Once they get roots, they start growing.
They're full because they're little leaves.
God, this guy over here. They got roots, man. It could sustain it.
It's all
Right.
about,
Jeez.
Come on.
Here, this person in Denver wants to talk cloning. You're on with the clone expert, Devin.
He's going to tell you what's up.
What's going
Hear
on,
me
Matt?
now or clone me later.
No. What's up? What's going on?
Yeah, I've had some pretty good luck growing from like feminized seeds before, and I know listening to your show over the last couple of years, you guys have talked about really taking like C2 and C3 clones from like regular seeds. But I've been doing a lot of research lately, and it's been, I don't know if it's contradictory to what you were saying or if I don't really remember or whatever, but it says that people do that all the time where you can take clones from female seeds and they do come out pretty good. So I was just checking with you guys to find out what your advice is on that.
You probably are quoting Jiggity Jerome or Horty Chris, which are no longer
Just
here.
go over what you got over
Let's
there.
have our guest, if you want to talk about cloning,
Right.
Taking clones from seeds, the vigor, I think that Matt is getting at. And if are you asking if there's going to be a genetic drift of some type or just on the vigor?
Well, just I thought I remember like hearing years ago when I was talking to you about saying something about like cloning from feminized seeds is like kind of a no-no or whatever. You wouldn't do it or whatever because you thought like it would like harm all the time or it would like harm pretty easily.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if the feminized seed was going to be predetermined to be a hermaphrodite, you would take that same genetic code with you. You couldn't stabilize it without crossing it back or trying to stabilize it with breeding across. But, John, taking a feminized seed and taking a cut of it, is that a no-no as far as...
No problem. We have a lot of people that use our seeds, make mothers from them, have them for some even like more than 10 years.
Wow.
So,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's possible. And I
Nature
get I
finds a
get
way.
where you're coming from because it's like maybe a myth or stereotype about feminized seeds because that's...
Right.
They used to be more like less stress resistant than regular seeds in the early days of the feminized seeds. But nowadays, if you have good stable genetics, it's possible. Yeah. And like Heavy T said, if your genetics are like gonna be Hermes,
That's
they
what
will
you
do
get
it
in-
either
right.
from seed or from clone. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, the babies are going to have that same code. It's a copy of what you're taking, but like you're saying, the stability of these strains are far better than what they used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
I get what you're saying because like I had some seeds that like they're from Barney's. They're a pretty well-known like seed company, I assume, right?
There you go.
And I've had feminized seeds that I just figured I would clone them just once. I would grow them up, veg them up for like 5 or 6 weeks, clone them pretty good, and then throw them into flower. Then those clones, obviously they've grown up. I just bought one of those 45 site or whatever Botanicare
right
Power
whatever
cloners.
those cloning things.
Yeah.
And I used it before and it worked awesome. It took like 2 weeks. It like freaked me out for like 2 weeks. I didn't see shit, and all of a sudden it was crazy with it.
You gotta
Every
raise
strain's
the
gonna be
water.
different,
You got to
too.
raise that water temperature slightly.
Every strain's gonna be different too on that.
Satan has grown 2 strains before, and they were different.
They're always different. So you're gonna know the difference from you're gonna have clones that root super fast and some that don't.
Satan's hella talkative tonight.
On it tonight.
Did you notice this?
Hey, you should have seen him at the Farm to Table Cannabis show. I just sat back and relaxed. I was like, "Welcome to the Saint Show."
I just want to show you guys how it's done. You know?
Yep.
Oh my God! Easy, Jerome.
I would say, Matt, if you took clones
guys
off
started.
of
You
off of a
started it.
plant, right, off of a feminized seed, you took clones and then you flowered out the donor plant, and it went hermaphrodite, and there wasn't something that you could pinpoint of a stress of a light leak, an environmental stress, a heat stress, a drought stress, something that would cause a insect, whatever it is, that would cause a hermaphrodation, and you're like, dude, everything was going right, and this still threw bananas and gave me some seeds, I would discard those clones. Or if you wanted to do breeding, you could still take those that have feminine traits and breed them with other genetics to stabilize them. Can't you, John?
Yeah, but if it's really that easy to, like, very, very less resistant to stress, then it's very, very possible that the kids, the seeds you make of that will also have that trait.
Okay.
So,
Right.
yeah,
I'm not
it's
trying to get that
better
technical,
to
but it's smart.
start breeding with stable genetics.
Yep, and use reputable seed banks. Sounds like you're using one, but make sure you check out Greenhouse Seed Company. Are you guys in the
Start
U.S., or is it just novelties across the globe in legal countries?
Yeah, the problem in the U.S. is still the federal law, so we
Souvenirs.
try to get like a legal solution, but at the moment we cannot. So
Well, you
we-
can still use the nutrients that they're
Exactly.
using on their strains over there with Greenhouse Feeding Company.
But Jan, you guys are in Canada, right?
Yes, we are in Canada. Yeah.
Correct.
Nice. Chuck, you have something for Matt that you want to send him.
Well, since you're like interested in cloning, the enhancer is an excellent root stimulator, biostimulant that helps the clones root a lot faster.
Awesome.
There you go. And I'm going to send you some Green Pad Juniors as well. Decrease your rooting time. More roots equal more fruits, but less rooting time means that you get to have turnaround even faster. Get those strong veg plants going. So as soon as you harvest, you can put them in there, get them going. And the idea is to be harvesting every 2.5 months.
Hell yeah.
5 harvests a year. I'm pretty stoked on if I could do that.
Killing it.
All right, Matt. I'm going to send you other swag, too, as well. Thanks so much for calling in from Denver, dude.
Thanks, folks.
All right. I got nothing for Valentine's Day
He's
for
stoked.
you.
He's
Should we write him a love letter? Dear Matt, we really
Maybe.
loved your call.
All right.
Get him a
It was
steak.
very interesting. I don't remember saying what you said because I was on Miller Lite.
The end.
Here we go. Bob in the north.
North.
Bob, what's growing on?
Oh, what you growing on?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Bob the gardener.
Yes,
Bob
yes.
the
Hey, how's it going, Chuck?
How you doing, bro? Good to hear from you.
Hey, just wanted to. I'm so glad that you guys are on the show, and
Nice.
just wanted to give some highs and let everybody know that your guys' stuff really works, and really happy that you guys have helped out with the cause.
Well, let them know.
And the cause being for veterans, right?
Yes, for the Veteran Grow Project. I got 2 right now that are getting ready to flip into flower that are going to be using your guys' bio bloom.
And are those the 2 that you saved from Grandpa Duff?
Oh, God. Yeah, those. So, yeah, that's a long story, but
hey, we got 4
right now
hours.
I'm also dealing with power outages.
Wow.
And, oh, wow.
And whales.
Whales. We good.
So power outages and all different types of problems up there, but you have 2 that you're going into flowering. What are you using the feeding company products on? A soil grow, a hydroponic grow?
I'm using it on I'm using them with oh my gosh.
Turn off your radio.
Are you on speaker right now?
I'm just talking to you guys on the phone.
Okay.
Well, maybe we're going to get a better connection with Bob. But Bob does a lot of good things up in the Washington area. working with veterans, getting grow equipment to them. It is a real travesty of how our veterans are treated with availability of cannabis, how they're denied medicine, and they're force-fed all different types of
and they can
pills
lose their
and
benefits
problems.
for failing a piss test and shit like that.
I mean, Unchemo is a veteran. He does a show here on Thursday night. He preaches on it, so I don't need to beat that horse to death, but it is unbelievably tragic how our veterans are treated in regards to their cannabis use or the availability of cannabis. And Bob helps vets grow their own. He gets equipment, donated equipment. Sounds like he hooked up with you guys. I didn't even know that, but that's great. What what are you guys doing with them?
Right.
We're just providing the BioGrow and Bloom and Enhancer to make it really easy for the veterans to grow independently.
So that's going to get them through their whole cycle?
Right, from clones all the way to flower.
Wow.
That's an awesome thing to be doing, man. Bob, shout out to you. Hopefully we can get you all fixed up. Marcos Poyos, try to get Bob on a different line if we can.
Yep.
Otherwise, shout out to him.
Tell him
got
to
nothing
hang
but
up his radio.
Okay. Take it easy, Chef.
He probably had his radio on in the
You had your
background.
hour. Now give me my 4. Those clones are bomb. You're tripping.
So good, bro.
I'm fucking chin beard strap you. Tony.
Fuck you, cheek beard.
Tony and Oak. I'm shaving this weekend.
What's up?
Hey, what's up? It's a lady?
Holy shit. Someone get Duff
It's a
Man in
girl.
here. Can I be the honorary Duff Man?
No, you cannot. You sit down and be quiet. You have a question about lights.
Yeah, T5s versus LEDs.
Okay. What's the question?
Which one is like better to use in like a 10 by 10 grow room indoors?
You want them for bloom? You want to
Yes.
you want a flower under them? LEDs.
Well, both.
Okay. Well, listen, a T5 fluorescent light, it's fine. I actually like using them for clones, for mothers potentially, for veg plants. You can get them real close, which means, and they're low heat, which means that you can get real close internodal spacing, which if you can keep those nodes close when you go to flower, it is closer internodal spacing, is closer fruit set, larger fruit set, right? So I really like that. The problem with them, though, is they don't put out a bunch of light. They're not really efficient or as efficient as a LED or a ceramic metal halide potentially. And you have to change out the bulbs about every 6 months. The fall off on output is very drastic about that time. Your eye won't pick up on it, but you will sure notice on your plant growth rates and the vigor of your plants. Yep. I mean, Chuck, you got some experience with lighting and stuff. Maybe you could give her some insight as well.
Well, as far as T5s, they're fine for cloning or early veg, but LEDs will definitely save you power, and it's going to be more efficient, and you have to change the bulbs a lot less often.
And
The changing of the bulbs is getting kind of annoying.
Right. And LEDs, a quality LED, you're looking at a higher startup price. Right. Potentially, Tony, if you're looking at, you have T5s right now and you want to upgrade for your vegetative growth, go to ceramic metal halides. It's a lower output or a lower wattage, so it stays cooler, but you have a real high par reading where you have basically more light reaching the plant, usable light reaching the plant. And again, because it's lower output, it's lower heat, that's internodal spacing's nice. But because of the high par, you get a super high quality and a super dense flower. I don't know about you guys with your.
And she's gonna get one significantly cheaper than if she was to buy one of the. I mean, all love to all the LEDs on the market, but even the Gavita one right now is $1,300. So
okay, and let me reiterate the T5 going back there because I'm kind of high. T5s are trash for flowering.
Right.
But if you're gonna try to do it,
let's not mince words.
Trash. Yeah. So at the end of the
Shout
day,
out to the plug.
the T5s are going to be good for just the vertical growth and plant vitality. But when it comes down to actual bloom and flower structure, you're gonna need a LED. Not only does the LED just give off a little bit more ambient heat, which hardly is any at all, it has the penetration to get down to the lower canopy and that will in turn dry out your soil more. It'll up your plant's metabolism. It'll eat more. It'll absorb more light. More photosynthetic active radiation is absorbed through the plant. So all of that's going to come from just increasing your light source. And depending on the T5 for in a bloom stage, it's really at the end, the return on investment is nowhere near LED. And we weren't able to say that years ago. Right. It's just up until recently that the gardening has caught up with the technology.
Hell yeah.
So, I mean, now the LED works, but you got to be ready to cash out. That's the thing you got to think about.
Right.
Yes.
For happy medium, you can use CMH. Ceramic metal halide is a happy midway point between T5s and LEDs, or HPS and LEDs. And also what ceramic metal halide provides that LEDs and other lights do not is ultraviolet, the UV.
And that's so important.
What's that going to do for people that don't know?
UV stresses the plants out just enough to produce more resin and to build stronger cell structure, so that it's going to help make the plants more immune and increase resin production.
Yeah, overall health of the plant. Right? You think about, we're trying to mimic what's happening outdoors. And T5 out of those three options, T5 fluorescence, ceramic metal halide, or LED, T5 is the worst option out of those three if you're going through the entire process in one room with one light source. Okay, the ceramic metal halide.
I should upgrade.
And dude, really, like,
do it.
You should upgrade. There you go.
Upgrade.
Upgrade,
Motherfucker.
Upgrade, girl. All right, Tony, let's upgrade you. Let's upgrade you with your stuff, grow stuff. What do we got from GH over there, Devin?
I'm going to hook him up with some of that rapid start, because we need to help him out with a little good start.
Some rapid start?
With a little pick me up. Let me get you started rapidly.
It's a female, Tony.
It's a female.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, she's trying to.
Sorry, her.
Okay.
Yeah. And Tony, how does your plants look under there? How's your bush look, girl?
Pretty bushy.
Well, maybe Duffman needs to come over there and trim that thing back for you. What do you think about that?
Maybe.
Maybe trim it back, give it a little watering.
All he charges
increase the vigor.
He just wants to sleep on your couch. Can he sleep on your couch though?
Oh, Chuck's uncomfortable. Watch out. We got the rabbits.
So.
How about some Turpinator too to help make it AAA, girl? I got you taken care of. Thank you so much for calling in, and go to our greenhouse feeding, or globalgarden.com/greenhouse feeding. Is globalgarden.co or .com?
It's .co without the M.
Okay, my bad.
.co.
See, it got cut off.
Drop the
my
M.
ink ran out. Well, this is the operation you're dealing with here.
You never know around here.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Tony. That's over $100 worth of stuff going out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Next?
Bob.
Hooked up.
Bob wants to say hi again. Let's see.
Bob's back.
Bob is hanging out with the humpbacks.
Anton.
What up, Bob?
Hey. No,
what about
definitely not having as much of an issue.
So you were saying that there's power outages.
Yeah.
Lack of hot chicks in your
In
town.
one of the gardens, I have a little bit of cocoa and some of the soil going with the bioproduct. And with all the stress and everything they're doing, those guys are still outperforming the ones that are on, bottled nutrients and everything. And I'm just kind of really impressed with that, their resilience and everything. And, just the credit just to the simple solution of not having to worry about dealing with, temperature changes, all that. But also just been grateful to have more and more veterans join up to the cause. And I was pretty happy to meet two of the veterans on your show.
Oh, man.
What the hell's going on?
Hey, Bob.
What the hell's going on?
I'm pretty sure the aliens are attacking.
As soon as he said veteran, like the FBI or something.
Bob's doing great things. Go to Bob at Bob the Gardener on Instagram. Follow what he's doing. You call back anytime. And make sure you tune into the Unk Emo. That's called the Reverend Herb Show with Unk Emo.
I think he needs an RF filter.
An RF filter. He might
Too
need
many
that.
of those nano love?
You need an RF filter, bro.
Guys, I mean, our time flew by tonight. We sat here and chopped it up for almost an hour and a half. You guys got a lot of things happening. If I'm a store or an end user and I want to get your products, how do I do that?
You can go to growershouse.com and ask your local hydro store.
Go over there, and you guys have.
Growershouse.com.
You're part of the grow off. When does that end?
It will be around I think middle of April will be the final.
Okay, well, you either come back or give me a call and let me know who won, and we'll hype it up if the feeding company lived up to the expectations. How about events?
That $10,000 giveaway.
That $10,000 giveaway I'm down with. I wish I could have entered.
Whose pocket is that coming? Is that coming out of your pocket?
No, it's coming out of Greenhouse's.
And expos, store visits. What's going on?
Yeah, we're most the big expos like MJ BizCon.
Spannabis is about to pop off.
Spannabis is the biggest in Europe. Yeah,
doing your thing over there.
So yeah, every country, on every continent, there are expos. There, some of us are.
That's awesome. Make sure you follow at Greenhouse Feeding and at Greenhouse Feeding _USA. Also at Global Garden Co. And go on over to globalgarden.co/greenhouse feeding. Learn more about these products.
Yeah.
Get in contact with them through their social media. Sounds like they're willing to sponsor you guys. They're putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
Literally $10,000. Damn.
Top
What's
of
your salary? How old are you? You're pretty young over there. I think I need
it's
to
not
get
taken from my salary.
It's got to be. You got to be
It's
making a
coming
lot
out
to live
somewhere.
in Amsterdam.
Well, just a disclaimer: the Grow Off competition clones got picked up in October, and so those are the contestants who are actually competing for that $10,000 grand prize.
Right, and so we're gonna, and it's doing.
So it's already going down.
Yeah, it's doing the quality and the quantity, but this is something that happens at least once, maybe twice a year. So you can follow them at the Grow Off and go to thegrowoff.com. And see what's up. If you want to enter it, get in it.
Northern California.
Northern California. The award ceremony was about a month ago in Santa Rosa, and so they announced basically who won with the highest terpene content and with the highest THC content.
And if you saw Gavin Newsom's State of the State address, the National Guard won both of those because they came and stole everyone's weed.
Killing it.
Hey, guys, let's give a round of applause to John, Chuck, and John coming in from Greenhouse Feeding. Guys, thanks so much. Keep us informed with everything that's going on with you guys. And we might see you next week again, Chuck. I mean, you're very entertaining.
There you go. You might have a future here.
Thanks so much. 562-653-0707. We're coming back with the news, the world according to Duff, and more Grow Talk right here on Heavy T Grow Show, DFZRadio.com.
I guess I'm back in the studio one more time, baby. That's what I do.
Hey, shout out to Unc Emo. You know what it is. DFZRadio.com. I don't give a fuck.
I really don't give a fuck. A week late on my rent, a month late on my truck. They don't want to see me win. What? I don't give. I don't give. I really don't give a fuck. Money getting tight, life getting rough. People ain't living right. That's why I don't give a fuck. I don't give. I really don't give a fuck. Times are hard, getting harder. Twitching, women be flipping, country slipping, Trump be tripping. How we end up here, I really have no idea. We better fix it before we lose it. Better wake up. With all this hating, Russia waiting for self-destruction of our nation. Gotta face it, they just don't give a fuck. A week late on my rent, a month late on my truck. They don't want to see me win. What? I don't give. I really don't give a fuck. A week late on my rent, a month late on my truck. They don't want to see me win. What? I don't give. I really don't give a fuck. They say I'm crazy. These make lazy. Y'all walking around like y'all driving Miss Daisy. Life is way too short. Got no time to waste. I'm always on my grind. So why all the hate? They feel my heat. It's from the streets. Ain't no way to stop me with all these badass beats. Proud dropping heat. I take it to the street. Even though I got these badass feet. I don't give. I really don't give a fuck. A week late on my rent, a month late on my truck. They don't want to see me win. What? I don't give. I really don't give a fuck. Money getting tight, life getting rough. People ain't living right. That's why I don't give a fuck. I don't give. I really don't give a fuck. I don't give a fool.
It's Prime, baby. Emo! I had to put you on punishment for about 6 months, man. You pissed me off, dog. But I did, bro. But now I'm about to make your old ass move like you ain't never moved before, boy. Yeah, so now you gonna kill me with this damn beat, man. Now slow down. Shit.
I ain't Snoop Dogg and I ain't trying to be Wayne. They call me on emo and I'm doing my thing. I made it to worlds and I stole a little fame. Now everybody know that I'm deep up in the game. Certified, classified food, and of course you know I'm really old school. When my ladies call, my boy stands tall, and when we get together, we be banging up the walls. I don't need no Viagra, I'm too well put together. I use God's gift, that's what make me do it better. I'm from the 504, and you already know. Although they say I'm old, I give a hell of a show. I'm a bona fide, certified, classified fool. I'm a bona fide, certified, classified fool. I'm a bona fide, certified, classified fool. And of course you know I'm really old school. I ain't Snoop Dogg and I ain't trying to be Wayne. They call me on emo and I'm doing my thing. I made it to worlds and I stole a little fame. Now everybody know that I'm deep up in the game. Deep in the game. Deep in the game. Deep in the game, yeah. Everybody know that I'm deep up in the game. I'm floating like a butterfly, I'm stinging like a bee. I'm knocking out hits like Muhammad Ali. I'm lighting up the sky like it's the 4th of July. You better not blink, cause I might even fly. I'm coming out like Scarface, I'm rewriting the game. Say hello to my friend, it's called my ink pen. I'm writing this shit like Edgar Allan Poe. And probably in tracks so I can shake my SMO. Shooting videos in LA, rolling dice in Vegas. Doing sex with Kermit Ruffin, and you know that we be puffin'. We burning up that bush till neither one of us could see. And the good part is, now they here to see me. I ain't Snoop Dogg and I ain't trying to be Wayne. They call me on emo and I'm doing my thing. I made it to worlds and I stole a little fame. Now everybody know that I'm deep up in the game. Deep in the game. Deep in the game. Deep in the game, yeah. Everybody know that I'm deep up in the game. I'm still new to the game and I already found pain. I lost my old lady, she couldn't handle the fame. Now I'm free as a bird and I'm flying so high. I finally reached out and grabbed my piece of the pie. So what if I grabbed a tad bit too much? It's a big ass pie, so what's all the fuss? Stop hating on me, talking about I'm too old. They say I need to be taking Geritol. Stop hating on me and find some fame of your own. And maybe together we can save the rap game. Let's do it for Tupac and Biggie the same. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I ain't Snoop Dogg and I ain't trying to be Wayne. They call me on emo and I'm doing my thing. I made it to worlds and I stole a little fame. Now everybody know that I'm deep up in the game. Deep in the game. Deep in the game. Deep in the game, yeah. Everybody know that I'm deep up in the game.
That's Horty's Pimpin' 101.
All right, I just ran into Eric at Growth Science. What's up, Eric? What is Growth Science?
Basically, we're a company that's taking nutrients to the next level, and that we just don't make nutrients themselves. We also consult with the company. We help some of the largest growers in the country dial in their fertilizer regimen so they can increase their yields and save money. And now we're bringing that to the smaller consumer as well with smaller sizes. We're available in multiple hydroponic stores. We have consolidated what other people do in 8 to 13 products into 5 to save you money, but at the same time not sacrifice yield or quality.
Wow, so you guys got all the goods all into like 5 bottles to get you from start to finish. It's only 5 bottles.
Yeah, so basically we have base A and B. That's the foundation. You use that the whole way through. It's the meat and potatoes, has all the basics in there, right? We then have a product called Solid Start that you use in the veg phase. And what it does is it evens out the NPK profile where it needs to be in veg with some added nitrogen and potassium. Then any additive or booster that's been scientifically proven to help the plant in that phase is all consolidated in that bottle, right? So no need for, several different root boosters and this, that, and everything, right? 2 types of cold pressed kelp. Most people use the Norwegian. We use that as well. We also have something no one else uses, and that is Macrophysis integrifolia. It's the giant Pacific kelp. That's one of the fastest growing organisms on the planet. Grows 2 feet a day, packed with cytoauxins and cytokinins. And basically what you do is you use that in veg, and then when you're in flower, you switch that out for a product called Rock Solid that acts as your PK booster, and it also has things to help with increased yields and also terpene and resin production as well. We round out the line with our silica product Strength.
There it is, man. If you guys want to step your game up, these guys are helping out the professionals, dialing it in. Like Eric said, he's dialing in big time, guys. Now he's bringing it to the smaller guys like us that want to go and just do a little backyard boogie inside the house, wherever, garage, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. But anyways, Eric's here. And if you want to go check out Eric's product, it's Growth Science. Where do we find you on the internet?
Growthscience.com.
There it is. Go check out Eric on growthscience.com. They will hook up that nutrient line for you and get you better looking flowers.
Have a good one.
Hey guys, 2017. I guess I'm interviewing you. we're gonna do reverse for a second. First, I have to teach you how to get this, and how to get it done.
All right.
And then you can interview me at Analux.
Okay. How
Cool?
do I do this?
Okay, guys, we're live 2017 at the Max Yield Show at San Jose, and we're on the Heavy Tea Grow Show. So I have Duff here that's about to talk to me about Nanolux technology. It's gonna be awesome. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, man, Nanolux Technologies, NCCISFACGAIA. CGIA. They are compliant with that. That means that you can go ahead and control it with your computer. Right?
You can do it with your app now.
Now you can control it with your phone. With their app, of course.
Yes, it's awesome.
And Lindsay here wants to let everybody know that if you're not using Nanolux, your garden sucks. Maybe a little bit.
Let's just say use Nanolux because we're awesome. Our customer service is killer, and our lighting is amazing.
Yes, and if you're not using Nanolux, you're probably like me, Duff, man, growing like, a half a gram a plant, 6 foot tall. You know how we do. Greenhouse.
Yes, sir. What he said.
Now, what I said, that's not what I said. I don't even know what I said. Lindsay, thank you. Nanolux Technologies. They're, for real, they are the business. They are the high-end technology lighting system, double-ended. What's the CMH stuff?
So the ceramic metal halide is CMH. It is amazing because a lot of.
Why is that so funny?
Do I have a crown? So ceramic metal halide is probably one of the best lamps ever.
Open your mouth. Open your mouth.
Actually, wait. Wait. What am I?
Yes.
Oh, I'm Sparkly. Okay, cool. Let me introduce the president of the company. I'll be the president of the company for today. No, ceramic mineral halides are awesome because a lot of people are integrating them with DE fixtures.
Yes.
Yes, because it helps with thicker, stockier, healthier product. It helps with oil production.
Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you something. Okay, ceramic mineral halide at 315. You guys sell those things. How big of an area for a vegetative area does the 315 cover?
So the 315s, as you can see, it's about a 4x4 hood. Obviously, it all depends on spacing. So we do complementary lighting layouts at Nanolux, which is great. I see Tyler smiling, so I'm very curious about what character I am. It's awesome, and it's cool because it's safe and nothing's going to light on fire.
Yes, and then it just gives you a way bigger area to throw your, light over. You don't have to use the compact fluorescence. You can use whatever you want.
Yes, exactly. And so what we recommend is 4K in veg and 3K flour. 4,200 Kelvin veg, 3,200 Kelvin flour.
That's what I said, 3,200 kelvins, man. How many kelvins do you know?
Well, that depends. How many Kelvins do you know?
A lot. I love Kelvin, bro. He's a cool guy. He showed me how to grow.
Potassium?
He likes potassium.
Yes, he does. Thank you so much, Duffman.
Why are you going to end this? Why are you ending this, Lindsay? Whatever, man. I can't believe you put a sticker on the booth.
It's killing me. Oh, yes, we can do that.
I don't know what's going on here, but I'm Nanolux Technologies. Check them out. NanoluxTechnologies.com.
Lindsay Vogel at NanoluxTechnology.com. Check us out on Instagram, too. Nanolux Technology. And on Facebook, we post all the updated information on there.
Damn straight. Yeah, thank you, Lindsay. You're always fun. We're out.
We'll talk later.
Oh, man, I just ran into Belicia at Symbis. Symbis? Symbis. What is Symbis?
Symbis is Symbiotic Growing and Harvest Solutions. We are a distributor located in Humboldt County, Eureka, California. Our website is www.symbis.com. We sell products from greenhouses, greenhouse plastics, cultivation covers. We have a whole line of water-soluble micronized nutrients, complete start-to-finish programs, and we also have our stash bags, which are commercial-grade vacuum sealers, 4 and 5 mil, cheaper than any of our competitors.
There it is. If you guys need a greenhouse, you need anything like the greenhouse tarps, the blackout. You guys got the blackouts?
Yeah, we got blackout 5 mil and 8 mil.
Damn! Go check out Symbis. Symbis.com?
Symbis.com. SYMBYS.
Thank you, Belicia. Yes. You're the best. Thank you very much. Everybody go check out Symbis. If you need a greenhouse in your garden, get it from them. They'll hook it up, right?
Yes, $5.99.
$5.99. Are you out of your mind?
12 by 20 by 8.
12 by 20 by 8. $5.99. Guys, go check it out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We out. Oh, here I am, man. I just ran into Dennis, the president of O2 Grow. What's up, Dennis? And can you tell us what O2 Grow is?
Well, O2 Grow is some new science that's all across the world where we are super oxygenating or getting your DO levels up higher than your typical bubblers, okay? Everybody bubbles because they're told to in a book, okay? Some of them don't really know why, but the reason why you're oxygenating your water is to get your nutrients to absorb better into your water, okay? The water's the delivery system, but it's really all about molecules. Molecules in your nutrients are absorbing better into that, so your root follicles are picking it up better. Better root, better yield. So we've been in the industry for about 12 years in other industries, growing strawberries, tomatoes, other seed plants, dirt, people that are growing in dirt, obviously too, or soil. some hydroponic, which everyone thinks that only hydroponic guys have to oxygenate their water, when in fact anybody that's even making teas, that type of thing, they all know the importance of oxygen. That's what gets everything moving. So we're all across the industry in keeping fish alive, septic tanks where you need biology, but in the grow industry, that is kind of our newest launching challenge. We're not new. We've been out here 3 years in this industry, so maybe some of your listeners have, heard about us or called in. We're a Minneapolis-based company. O2grow.com gets you into all of our videos. Take a shot at that. Look at that. But we have in some of your affiliates. I know I'm working with Ed Rosenthal right now on some projects, and we also can be off-grid. Our science is we actually go from 110 volt down to 12 volt. So you can be off-grid, run our stuff with batteries. You don't even, if off-grid interests you, but it's pretty unique. It's kind of like submarine science. When a submarine goes underwater, they don't bring oxygen or bottle it or surface for oxygen. They separate the H2O, hydrogen molecule, from the oxygen molecule, and then of course they trap the oxygen and gas and push it back out to breathe. We take that same gas and push it back into the water. So it's kind of like we got bottled oxygen that we're forcing into the water, but we're doing it electronically, economically. Stuff's not free, and it's not a $29 bubbler, but for a couple $100 you can get into our product, and it pays for itself usually first turn. So it's interesting stuff.
Yeah, thank you, Dennis. Yeah, so if you want to step your game up or grow up to the next level and get the infuse that oxygen into the water, go check out O2grow.com.
Yes, sir.
O2grow. That's just straight O with the 2 grow.com, and you can check out his bubblers, his aeration systems and stuff like that, and yeah, just check it out. It's good quality.
And contact us at info@o2grow.com, which will tell you that on the website. You can see a lot of YouTube videos of us guys explaining it with photos. It's pretty compelling stuff. So I think all your listeners get information, and this is trying to sort it out for you, and we're glad to be on your show.
Thank you, Dennis. Awesome. Everybody check out O2Grow. Thank you, Dennis. Here in San Jose, GrowX. Thank you very much. We out. Max Shield, San Jose, 2017. I just ran into, God, man, I'm bad with names, dude, today. I just can't retain anything. What was your name again? Amy?
Amy with Tom's Tumble Trimmer, NorCal sales rep, hanging out here at GrowX and having a great time.
Yeah, so what is Tom's Tumbler? What is this?
So Tom's Tumble Trimmer is a dry bladeless trimmer, 3-part system, trim, isolate your popcorn nugs really quickly out of your shake, and we have keef screens available as well, so you can use it as a pollinator. What's really great about it is in under 5 minutes per batch, your buds are going to be about 85% manicured. They're going to come out looking so nice, actually a hand-trimmed quality, and really well done, really high quality end product.
So Tom's, it's a bladeless trimmer.
It is. So it's great that it's bladeless. One, there's no chemicals on any blades or parts that can contaminate your trim, so it's a very clean end product, as well as it's just so safe and gentle on the flower, really preserves the crystals and trichomes, and really high quality end product.
So it's like a kind of like a plucking method that it does through the mesh screen or whatever the outside of that is of the tumbler?
Yeah, so it's a really simple process. It's the weight of the buds tumbling on themselves, similar to what you would think of a rock polisher. So they just polish off the trim, and 3 to 5 minutes they'll be about 80% trimmed with just a little bit of hand touch-up, and it's a very simple and clean process.
All right, everybody out there, if you want to fire your trim crew and get Tom's bladeless trimmer, go ahead and do that. Where do we find you on the internet?
www.tomstumbletrimmer.com.
www.tomstumbletrimmer.com.
tomstumbletrimmer.com.
tomstumbletrimmer.com.
I'm just messing with you, Amy. Hey, thank you so much for coming out here and going on the show with us and doing the commercial. Duffman here, GrowX, San Jose. I ran into Steve from Sunny Cow Solar. What's up, Steve? How you doing?
We're having a great time here at the show, talking to people that have lots of energy needs for their grow purposes.
And that's what you guys have. You guys are going to provide solar for the grow, the grow room or the greenhouse, or what do you guys actually do? What?
Well, there's two things that we do. We supply solar systems to allow people to reduce their electric bill. And if they're off-grid and don't have access to electricity, we'll install a full battery-powered system for their grow operations off-grid.
Wow. And so, how many panels would, a typical, I don't know, like a greenhouse, how much do you have to put to make it work?
We just finished a greenhouse job out in the Central Valley here, and it was, I think, 4 greenhouses, about 120 foot long each. We put in a 7 kilowatt array for them, 20 kilowatt hours of battery, a backup diesel generator, and they're completely off-grid.
Wow. So if you want to be off-grid, go check out Sunny Cow Solar. Where are you guys on the internet? Is it sunnycowsolar.com?
That's it. Yep, that'll get you.
There it is, guys, sunnycowsolar.com. If you're off the grid and you need power, this is the cheapest way to do it without the power company coming out there and raping you, right?
Yeah, you're on your own, and that's a good thing.
Yes, thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. Everybody go check out Sunny Cow Solar for your needs.
All right, guys.
Tell them, Duff.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
That place.
All right, thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
All right. Don't take the pink edible. The pink edible is no good.
It's not.
Don't take the pink edible. Javon took a pink edible.
He did. It was like 500,000 milligrams.
No,
Bro, there's bad vibes in here. I feel the bad vibes.
Yeah, the bad vibes.
I'm tripping if I got.
I'm tripping. That guy, what's his name? The chef with the chin beard?
Chin beard strap.
He dosed me.
Total anxiety.
I'm dosed. How much dosage did you get? That was 600 milligram edible, they said.
I ate 600 milligrams.
How many did
How
you
many
eat?
grams is in 600 milligrams?
So that's 2 of those.
I would say 600 grams.
I think that's like just over half a gram.
You just ate a pound.
I just had a pound and a half. And
Because-
cookie.
1 milligram. 1,000 milligrams is 1 gram, right?
I beg a deal.
My God. In a world
Full of edibles.
In a world where edibles are measured in the metric system, but you are raised on the standard system, comes hydroponic chef.
What does that even mean?
Doesn't sound a lot when you say anything, does it?
No. But by the gram, you get destroyed.
I love grams.
Let's see how much Bob took.
My grandma
Hey,
made
Bob.
cookies.
Bob's fucked up right now.
Bob is fucked up.
Oh God.
Oh, he's
Disabled my GPS and I'm hit the road, so they can't block me anymore.
You're fucked, man.
Oh, you thought you could disable it?
Get out the aluminum foil hats. It's time to block them.
You thought.
By disabling it means you're doing something wrong, so they're definitely tracking
That's
you
when they
now.
track you.
Yeah, as soon as you disabled it,
Right.
they're on you.
So Bob,
Bob,
we try to plug you, but what are you up to? Where do people hook up with you?
Oh, just moving from Seattle to Tacoma, and just glad to be moving into more supportive and better places to grow since Grandpa Duff's place got closed down.
Shit happens.
Yep, shit
how
happens.
is Grandma
But
Duff?
it's all good, and I'm grateful for guys like Chuck and other people of the community, and especially guys like Heavy T. And I wanted to say that during the holidays, I put together a little package from some of the veterans that I met through your show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I sent them some of the samples of the greenhouse feeding so they could give it a try, and I think they're going to really enjoy it too.
Oh, shit, you on top of the game.
Yep, it's good stuff.
Very nice.
Saint. You turn
He
off
did
your
not
mic, Saint.
understand.
Turn off your own mic, Saint. Shit.
Whatever.
Hey, have some of them give us a call and let us know how it worked out for them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're keeping me posted on things, and I'm getting ready to get another veteran to start flowering here soon, and we're going to be using the Bio Series with the enhancer, and I'm looking forward to seeing his success because I mean this guy he's kind of just all on board about growing his own and helping the community too. And just glad to kind of have this project grow and grow just every day.
That's great. Keep doing the
Yeah.
good work, Bob.
right.
And
Damn,
stay safe
Bob.
up there. Let us know if there's anything else we can do for you at Heavy T's Grow Show.
Awesome
100%,
work.
100%.
All right.
Awesome
And
work,
smoke
brother.
better weed in Tacoma than Seattle. Anyways.
Yes.
Fuck that joint.
Fuck that joint.
All right, stay safe, player.
it-
562-653-0707.
Is it Tacoma in like Arkansas?
Yeah,
Totally.
I think.
Yep, just stays fresh. Michigan, you have a question about Mission Fertilizer.
Yeah. I first of all, I want to thank you guys for the Mission fertilizer, but
Yeah.
it's my first time messing with organic fertilizer. I've harvested 2 strains 4 times, so I'm going to try to run a new fertilizer on it. Do I have to add CalMag with that at all? I didn't see any CalMag ad with it.
2 chains.
There
4
should be
CalMax.
no extra necessity to add extra calcium or magnesium. It's going to have everything that you need right in there.
Yep.
All right, and then you guys sent me the Crazy Swell. That's organic to go with that, right?
Oh, fuck, that's crazy.
Sure is. Absolutely correct.
Okay. I just want. And is it normal for your grow room to suddenly start smelling like 7 shades of shit?
Yes.
When you're using organics, yes, sir.
Yes.
As soon as you open that bottle. From day one.
As soon as it spills on the floor.
Yes. Make sure that you have your organic gardening clothes. And if they're any
Right.
color outside black, a stain for life.
You need an organic rag.
Oh, you got an organic rag?
Yeah, I got organic rags for sale.
Okay, well, here we go. This is something that you cannot purchase
Listen
at
up.
Wallbox.
No, this is for real. Dr. Duffman here. If you need an extra absorbent thing in your garden, I have it. Dr. Duff rags. They absorb 1,000 times their weight.
Is it organic?
It's 100% organic. It's made from patchouli oil plant. The patchouli oil plant.
Like a
so
hippie?
It's totally, yes. It's the hippie dippy. And it is super absorbent. My rags are the best do-rags in the neighborhood. If you got a sweaty forehead, put my rag on.
It actually comes wet and releases patchouli oil in the room and absorbs the organic.
Yeah, hey, you got an odor problem, my patchouli oil absorbs it for you.
If you want
emits out
your
the bomb.
grow room to smell like a Grateful Dead concert.
Yeah, if you want to smell like a hippie in your grow room,
Hell yeah.
my patchouli oil is where it's at. It's
That's what
in
I'm
my
talking
rag. And I call it a do-rag for the homies in the SoCal. And they call it a regular rag.
And for a limited time,
I'll take
buy
5.
one. For a
How
limited
many?
time,
5.
You got it.
For a limited time, buy 5 and get a free pet goat.
Yeah, got pet goats for that extra gardening activity. If you got too many weeds, my goat come down there and chop that shit down. Get my goat now.
It's your goat.
It's ass
Well-
grass or cash.
Yeah.
So the organics do smell. Store them correctly. Don't
can barter.
once you mix them, use them right away. Don't leave them out. And have minimum runoff. You don't need a lot of runoff where there's sitting water of any type in saucers or around. The dry definitely will smell longer because it's mixed on top of you top dress it. But if you mix it in, it pushes a lot of that smell down. And as it starts being broken down, it should start smelling more of a sweet than of a stink.
Okay. Okay.
All right, man. Let me send
Thank you very much.
No doubt. I'm going to send you a swag pack since you already got the Mission fertilizer and some smart pots to put those plants in, okay?
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
Hooked it
Hey,
up.
what was your name? It was not on there.
This is Jimmy Three Thumbs, man.
Come on.
Jimmy Three Thumbs! Oh, shit.
Tres.
Tell Mark he cannot ship
Uno,
or shit and he can't spring or
dos,
shit.
Tres.
Well, we got celebrity on the line.
We got Javon back there getting
Javon
his
works
training
for
in.
free. You know?
Thanks, Jimmy. Staying up late. Shout out to you, brother.
Jimmy.
Thank you, man.
Love you,
Appreciate all the
Jimmy.
love in
Jimmy's the
Michigan,
man.
all the
Mr.
love up north
Grace.
from Bob, all the love
No
in
one's as
Oklahoma
cool as
from
Jimmy
Michael,
Three Thumbs.
everyone out there in the Deaf Free Nation. You guys really make doing the show worthwhile.
Thank you,
Yeah, yeah.
Tyler.
And,
Thank you.
um,
Appreciate that.
And yeah, I'm starting to get my aloha back. So you know what that means?
What?
Show's over.
Does that mean we're out? Like, I need
no,
another hour.
no,
dog.
that means that the show goes longer and I'm happy.
Hell
bro.
yeah.
It's the edible. It's kicking in.
I needed my extra
This
hour.
is before the paranoia. Here we go. Let's do the
Go.
world according to Duff, brought to you by the Horticultural Rep Group. They're repping Nanolux. They're repping SLF 100. They're repping the original Resonator.
That's right.
They're repping
Troll Master.
They're rapping.
Nectar of the Gods.
Of the gods.
The new Micro Max, which is supposed to be the
Max.
fucking best shit since mammoths got taken over by it. Yeah, it's got more microbes to the max.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the only competition right now.
They
the
got real good
microbe
shit
game.
over there. Contact your local horticultural rep group representative
That's on
to
the
place
comp.
your order today.
I love Mammoth P, too.
All right, Dr. Duff, the world is according to you.
Yes. Well, I got breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Are you balding?
No, I'm already bald.
Do you have a receding hairline?
No.
It's resetted already.
Do you feel as if your hair is thinner and thinner and getting thinner?
Yes.
By the way,
Don't worry.
Is it like the movie?
I have the cure.
It's like thinner.
Your barber?
No. McDonald's French fries has a cure for reducing the hair loss.
I knew it.
It's whatever they fry the shit in. It's bomb as hell. It like puts some hair back up on your head.
On your chest? Make you a man?
Fucking put it on my nuts. All the way down on my nuts, I got my hair. And with this, you guys come my Conor McGregor haircut, you guys be clowning me on. Shit looks proper since I've been eating the McDonald's French fries. So fuck you guys. Yeah, but if you're seriously going bald, there's a chemical in there. It's called I don't know.
In the
And
fries.
It's called fuck, I don't know.
How much you gotta eat? How many fries do you gotta eat?
All of them.
You gotta eat your whole pack of fries, whatever size you get. You gotta
What's the
eat
dosage?
Doses are the mostest. Like you go and get the big fries and start eating that shit. And if you want a lot of hair, eat the shit. Just go eat the fries.
So
because it's proven. It's proven. It's in the science. The fries make your hair grow. Put some hair on your chest and shit. Like on my knuckles, on my big toe, I got fucking shit. It's crazy.
Is it crazy?
Yeah. Never had to shave so much in my life. They owe me money for fucking the Just for Men's Club I had to join.
Who's Naomi
Campbell?
Yeah, she uses the French fries to like decrease her
thighs
area to like shave with.
Sounds like a Reverend Herb topic.
Well, I think they can pick
Call
up on
in
that.
tomorrow.
Yeah. But guys, hey,
6
there's
p.m.
a real problem out there. Seriously, breaking. Let me get a. Yeah, this is serious, guys.
A moment of silence. Hold on.
He is on the good
Thank
one,
you
though.
for the moment of silence.
He's like, this microphone has not been used enough.
Deadly
I gotta talk way more.
zombie deer disease. It's out there. It's in 24 fucking states. The
Zombie.
zombie fucking deers are out there. And
Zombie deers.
Did it start in Georgia?
Did he stutter?
It started in Florida. And
Oh,
then went
no.
to Georgia, of course.
Yeah.
Because that's like the horse
Yeah.
of the
Rick.
most. Whatever they
What's
say.
the guy Rick named from the Rick movie or the Walking Dead?
He said his
Rick.
His
Yeah, it's
name's
Rick.
Rick
James,
James.
bitch. Yes, that's his name.
Rick Rhymes.
Rick Rhymes. Rich
Come on.
Grimes.
Fucking Rick Rhymes.
Grimes.
Bars.
Rick Rhymes. Anyway, Mr. Rick Rhymes.
Shout out to
Anyways,
these edibles.
there's this zombie damn disease. It's called CWD.
CBD?
Yeah, CBD, which is chronic waste man's disease.
And it's in deers. How's the men's disease?
I kind of messed that up. I didn't. I
You
got a
made
crooked
that up,
eye.
you mean, not messed it up.
No,
You
I
made
messed it up. I messed that up. I
messed
read that wrong. I didn't see it right. Got a crooked eye.
You got it
Excuse
like-
me.
Oh, you got it, though. You
Well,
got it.
anyways, the disease causes the deers to start like drooling. They're gonna be stumbling, lack of coordination, lack of fear of people, aggression, cause saints around,
It sounds like when white people are dancing.
and listlessness. You ever been listlessness?
All the time.
Yep.
Dude, pretty much every night I got listlessness.
I'm listlessness right now.
It's crazy.
You're going to have to drive me home.
I can't even sit still with this listlessness.
What is
Anyways, the zombie disease, they're saying within 1 year probably could get us humans because people will be hunting these deers, eating this zombie flesh. They're going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And I don't know what's going to happen. So, like, I'm warning you now. Don't eat the deer. No what do they call it? Vener, whatever they call it. Fern.
Okay, can we move on? What are the symptoms of this disease?
I already
Foamy
said it.
mouth?
foaming mouth like rabies. Anyways,
But what is the effects? And didn't you say that people can get them?
Man, are you listening to my stories?
No.
Are you?
No, bro.
No, I'm
Where-
like.
are you reading?
I'm liking pictures of weed.
Do you even duff news?
Do you even duff?
I'm on
News?
Heavy T Grow Show Instagram. And fuck y'all talking shit. Yeah, the shit's gonna ship this week. Don't worry
Well,
about
I
it.
don't know. This dude might be one of your relatives. He's a man in a dog costume, filmed himself.
All right.
Sounds familiar.
Filming himself having
Sounds
sex
about right.
with a
Whoa.
Iberian husky.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
well,
definitely know who that is.
Deputies found out about this
That must
dude.
have been a hot
because
Siberian husky.
Somebody in another state ratted his ass out saying, yo, this just ain't fucking right, which it ain't fucking right.
How the guy in
Because
the
the
other
guy.
state know?
Fucking wrong.
Yeah, what the fuck is that guy in the other state watching? Like, what the? This guy was dressed up as a Siberian husky with his dick out, fucking his Siberian husky, which is fucking so cruel because the dog tried to get away because he got a little dick. And he threw like a rubber dong at the dog. It was like, hey, man, dog, you fucking rubber dong
And
dick.
how the fuck did this get reported?
And this got all reported and
Who
recorded.
reported this shit?
This dumb shit, dude, with his Abraham Lincoln chin beard, just so fucking neck beard. The only way he
Devin?
got laid. Is that Devin?
That was SoCal.
Holy shit.
Oh, my bad. It was
Wait,
SoCal
that's
Kyle.
not Devin. It's SoCal
My
Kyle.
bad. That's the wrong chip strap.
He's making salmon right now as we speak. Cooking it.
Grandma likes the salmon raw.
Grandma says salmon.
No, Grandma, no salmon for you
No,
tonight.
No, Granny.
You know, Granny, I don't know how much longer I can stay in the basement with all the salmon smell I gotta endure.
Grandma, your cat ate my weed plant. You owe me $500.
Granny, why is there 20 of your cats in my area? I'm trying to feed them.
Yeah, what, he became...
Lilo.
All right, keep going.
All right.
Ma! Meatloaf!
Meatloaf Ma! Hey, Kyle. How you doing tonight? Grandma didn't kick me out. I'm living with Sammy, my boy.
Sammy gets me.
My Uncle Tyler's such a dick.
Sammy, he gets me.
I used to think it was cool, but now I realize he's just a dick.
He's got problems. He needs help.
Sam gets me.
He's got anger problems.
Sam says it's cool to live in the backyard. So I am in the tent.
I gotta Skype and make salmon.
He only wants my
All right.
salmon patties once a week.
Only so many inside jokes that we can give him.
All right. No exit for El Chapo.
No, Grandma, I'm not gonna go down on you tonight. Eat your salmon and be happy with it.
This is my salmon night off. This is why I don't eat you out tonight. This is my night off. I'm twitching.
Sam saved me.
Yeah. It's my night to twitch. Anyways, El Chapo, he's going to the fucking maximum security in the...
Grandma, your high speed is not high speed at all. How am I supposed to Skype with Wyatt?
My bong's dirty.
My boy Wyatt says I need to have 100 MPD down. What does that mean? My upload is like 1, 2, so he says I'm at like a 10.
Grandma says my dirty laundry smells, but her Bengay smells worse.
Grandma says if I got fresher salmon, we could get better internet connection.
All right, here we go.
So I got the cat food stuff.
Cat food.
All right.
All right, we're
El
back.
Chapo.
We're back.
El Chapo, we're back. El Chapo, he's in a maximum security. He's going to He's going to spend his time snowboarding up there in Colorado.
Colorado.
At the
It's
ADX.
Colorado, bro.
Administrative Maximum Federal Penitentiary Club.
Is he gonna escapes?
Yeah, they're saying he ain't gonna escape, but I'm pretty sure he can get a snowboard. He can strap it on. He can snowboard out there.
Yeah, he
No
knows
problem.
snowboarding.
He'd be coming down the mountain.
Did you see that Trump tweeted that he's gonna pardon El Chapo?
I did see that.
Because his cocaine supply is so diluted that he needs the no Chapo.
Oh, pardon for the no Chapo, and he's gonna build the wall. So there you go, El Chapo.
Did he offer to pay for the wall?
He's gonna pay the wall.
That'd be smart.
He's gonna get pardoned for the no Chapo, which
Pardon,
he already did it. It's a good deal. So look for next year to El Chapo.
Where's the
be
news, bro?
extradited.
The news music.
Have you ever been so?
The music. There you go, edible guy.
Have you ever been so high?
I am.
and you're trying to catch animals out in the wilderness?
Yes.
And then you're like, Blaze, and then like something came across your camera and it was like the black leopard that hasn't been seen in 100 years. And you're like, holy shit, was that real?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, it was real.
Doug
It was on
fucked it up.
camera,
You
bro.
fucked it up, you idiot. We fucking went over it.
I did go over
Have
it.
you been so high? Nope, that wasn't the joke.
No, it was. It
Why
was.
you exposed them already?
Have you ever found an animal that was supposedly extinct for 100 years?
Yes.
Well, have you ever found one while on weed?
Yes.
No.
This guy did.
When?
Just now in Kenya. The elusive
Tell us
African
about it,
black
you
leopard
fucking
is
dick.
alive.
Okay.
Yeah. And the only reason you haven't seen it?
Because it's elusive.
Because it's on weed?
It's so fucking elusive.
Is it on weed?
in his name.
It's in front of your fucking face. You don't even know it. Because you're smoking weed looking for it.
I'm not looking at it right now.
You're like,
Because you're searching for the lighter Duff Man stole from you.
they've been smoking so much bad weed out there in Africa, it didn't come out until they had the Quran from NorCal. Of course, from Indo.
They
You can't-
trade
hey,
diamonds.
you can't smoke no weed where there's nothing to eat when you get the munchies.
Well, this guy did.
That's torture.
And that's when the black
That
leopard
is.
came
It's
and said,
inhumane.
That's
"What's
like the
up?"
drop.
The
on
black
your
leopard
forehead.
said, "What's up?"
I said, yo, dog, you hungry? He's like, fuck yeah, dog, where you going? He's like, follow me. And it was gone. Just like that. Gone.
And
He's
they
like,
went to White Castle.
tricked his fucking ass. He's like, man, you fucking motherfucker
Trash.
tricked my ass, motherfucker. Good for you.
Trash.
Shit. So anyways,
So
it was
anyways.
found. Guy was high as fuck.
He was thirsty.
And
They gave him an edible.
now,
It's bad.
Can we
bad
get
news.
on some real news?
Yes, you guys want some real news?
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
have any right now. Go
well, California Governor Newsom, Gavin Newsom, that handsome looking guy, He's so good. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's looking for your weed grows, guys.
Why?
Guess why?
Why?
Because it's a fucking fire hazard, of course. You know how many fires you weed fucking grows have started in the last fucking decade? Holy fuck. You burnt down the whole California state, and it's an emergency to go after you fuckers now. And that's what we're doing. We're sending the National Guard to come smoke your fucking stash.
He wants that fire.
That's right. And they're coming. They're going to fucking Gavin Newsom your asses up.
Gavin.
Look the fuck out.
Gavin Newsom them.
You better fucking put some camo up on that shit so they can't see it.
I have this story as well, but let me find where it's at.
Well, your story's not as sweet as my story. Because Gavin Newsom's a douchebag. And he's looking for your bag. That douchebag's looking for your bag.
Douchebag.
Fucking douchebagger Gavin
Fucking
Newsom.
bag.
Okay, I can't find the exact quote, but this is he's pulling National Guard troops off of the southern border where the president asked them to place them because it's a state of emergency for immigrants coming over or whatnot, which is its own deal. But the new governor said we are going to take those troops and put them into the newly refunded California Narcotics Division to go after growers in Northern California. They said specifically.
Dr. Dove specifically.
And a couple key notes that he said. Listen to this. He said, and this is why it was said. I'll tell you why as well. He said,
Listen up.
they're going after illicit NorCal grows because those are mainly run by cartels. No, he didn't say Mexican cartels.
Nope.
He's going to be roping in Americans into cartel-style activities. And because the fucking rollout of Prop 64 has been such a donkey fucking a football.
Donkey dick.
That there's no tax dollars to fund the enforcement. So how do they get the funding and for the rest of the politicians to say, okay, let's fund this $100 million activity to shut these down is because what happened in California in the last few years, devastating wildfires, and these cartel growers in Northern California are a fire risk.
Wow.
Think about that. If you don't hear when he's saying exactly what they're planning, and it's to try to bolster the stumbling legal cannabis market.
Break it down for
in
people
California.
that are not comprehending it. Make it like as simple as possible.
Well, I don't know. The edible is hitting me pretty hard right now.
Just try.
It's basically they're sending by making it legal. They made it more illegal, and they're sending soldiers to eradicate your non-compliant grows in NorCal.
So the Emerald Triangle is under attack right now.
It's under siege.
Wow. And you
Red
better watch
Dawn.
out
Red Dawn.
for Steven Seagal. He'll
Whoa.
snap your neck.
And yeah, the funny thing is, the correct methodology for this is to send out a statewide regulations and guidelines that can bring people in
Compliance.
into compliance and not leave it up to each city and county. And
Right.
doing that and create more revenue rather than spending money, create avenues for them to enter the legal market. But still, we know that
It's a control move.
the governor Gavin Newsom
It's a control.
has been working hand in glove with big corporations to take over the cannabis industry.
And they're gonna
from
do
the writing of Prop 64
All
to
the
this new implementation of enforcement. It's going to get ugly this coming year, and it's not going to solve the problem that people don't want to spend $200 for a fucking half ounce and pay $125 in fees and taxes.
No one's gonna do that. They're gonna get fucked.
Good luck, man.
Good luck.
Yep. Good luck. But nonetheless, go ahead, Dr. Duff. You have more news.
Yeah. No news.
I'm so high.
French fries, get you all fucking hair
I
back.
hate when people say that too.
The deadly zombies got them. The deers, the man and the thing, El Chapa. I'm pretty good. And
What about the deer
red
thing again? You
blacker.
told me something about the birth defects.
Oh,
Or was that the
dude.
C8? The C8.
No, if you're watching Netflix, check out the. I think it's called like the Murder.
Murder Mountain.
Murder
no,
Mountain?
that one's yeah, that's a good one too. No, the devil, the devil we know.
Devil's Lettuce.
And it's about the non-stick freaking fire frying pans. What is it called, dude?
Teflon.
Teflon. It's about Teflon and how the fucking DuPont poisoned the whole fucking world. Teflon is in everybody's fucking blood.
No way.
99% of all living people and probably things have this C8 chemical in their blood
From
that causes
Teflon.
all kinds. Yeah, it's from DuPont.
So,
it's from the chemical that they
We're
made to make
dying to live and living to die.
Yeah, and there's nothing they can do about it. There's no microbes. There's nothing to break down this chemical. The only thing we can do is probably try to collect it and shoot it out.
Isn't
into
that
space.
funny? Like you buy Teflon to protect your life.
You know what's funny is DuPont just went ahead and put it out into our environment straight through the fucking waterways and shit and thought that it wasn't going to be a problem. And
of course.
Oh yeah, here's a big problem and it's everywhere now. And you know what?
But where is
516
everywhere
million-
really, bruh?
The world, bruh.
We're on this little space dust speck rock in the middle of
Everybody.
blackness.
So if you got a bulletproof vest, you're contaminated.
Yep, it's damn straight. You put that shit on, didn't you? Teflon.
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Yep. See, you fucked up. Now you're dead.
Hey, Kyle in Long Beach wants to talk to you.
What's up, Kyle? How's it living at Sam's?
What's good?
How do you like living with Sam?
Hi, Kyle. How you doing?
How do I like living with Sam?
Yes.
Love it, I guess.
He keeps you warm at night after the salmon meals.
All right, SoCal Kyle. What do you got a question about transplanting? That's not this
yes,
Kyle,
I
guys.
do.
Sorry, Kyle. Sorry.
This is my first time growing, and I was just wondering what's the earliest that I can transplant to a bigger pot?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you start off in a small pot, let the roots grow all the way down and surround and fill the entire pot before you transplant.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about the root zone more than about the above soil line. But once the roots have filled the entire grow medium, transplant.
There you go.
And don't transplant to a huge one.
Check those roots.
Okay. When you transplant, the taproot is going to shoot down, and the longer it has to shoot, the more that the plant is going to shoot up and elongate. And then you have a very tall, skinny plant. That's some bullshit. So you got to go small, medium, then large containers.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Perfect.
I'm going to send you some containers and some Mission Fertilizer, man.
Oh,
Thanks for calling in. I don't have a recipe for salmon, but I know that you will find one, Kyle. All right, let's do the grand prize question. Dr. Duff, what is the question tonight?
How much salmon patties does Grandma eat
No.
before she has to take a diarrhea?
No.
Is this on a weekend or a weekday? That's a trick question.
The butcher said that I could have the salmon on discount because it went bad yesterday.
Don't try to fool me. Is this a weekday or
Oh,
a
here's a
weekend?
question. Is it okay for Granny to have the salmon stuff that's made for cats?
Yes, that's perfectly safe.
Is that legal?
Grandma asked for kibbles and salmon.
Grandma's on a fixed diet, and I have to have Twitch.
All right, can you just-
I get her
can you
cat
stop?
salmon so that I can have internet access.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's super expensive. Grandma can't afford it, and
Okay.
I don't have a job.
Okay, you have a real question. Let's say,
yes, here's
who was our guest tonight? The gentleman that came all the way from Amsterdam. Who was it? What was his first name?
What?
And
What?
what company?
What?
What company was represent? He was. Yeah.
What was the company the
Go
guy
ahead.
from Amsterdam representing?
562-653-0707. What company came on the air? What was the guy from Amsterdam's name? It's powder stuff. Remembering the guy?
And it's not mildew.
Grows. We got the whole bio line from that company.
Oh, yeah.
And we also have some smart pots, some granddaddy pads.
Don't be a dummy.
A gallon of Turpinator. And a double-ended 1,000-watt light bulb.
Damn, you blinging.
Going out. And I think I got a PH pin from Blue Lab
No
as well.
way.
562-653-0707.
You blinging.
It's time for the grand prize. I appreciate y'all. We'll be right back.
Shiny.
Was that Amsterdam or Amsterdam?
Grandma, no, Grandma, you can't have this dick again.
Granny, stop texting me about the patties. They're gonna be ready when I get home.
Stop making me go down on you, Grandma.
I'm just riding my ride, Granny.
Shane says he's gonna give me a ride in his ride. Just hold on.
Is Shane an Uber driver?
Symphonies tuned to a level volume. Windows cracked, feel the chilly breeze of the spirits calling. Night lights crawling, ricocheting off the water. Vision in the rear mirror, plus I'm watching what's before me. 360 peripherals keep us in the middle, like hubcaps rolling through instrumentals. It's the minimal, Millennium Falcon, master movement, middle dimensional. Metamorphosis minerals, laser, DeLorean missiles. Megatron reassemble, coming together in the car with foreign symbols. Brazilian, African, Castaneda. Say the math for later, feel now just enjoy the flavor. Golden Babodi, Carney aside, I forget the label. Japanese tires around American rims on a European car. Beautiful but so bizarre. And it's all on top of a black top. Riding through space, light speed, time still at a racer's pace. The final race.
DFCRadio.com.
Big cities need a fast-paced life to grow. And in my fast-paced garden, I use the Big City Hydro Mix. It's available in bulk anywhere in California, organic certified, and made with calcium buffered cocoa. With a consistent pH, it works well with all container gardens and conventional feeding programs. Check with your local grow store for bags.
Check us out at bulksoil.com.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707, for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiol 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the VermiBat Guano Fertilizer and the VermiBlood Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
DFCRadio.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky rooster timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
Hey guys, it's Heavy Tea. As a longtime cultivator in both small and large gardens, both indoor and in greenhouses, I know the number one factor for being successful is to maintain an ideal environment and optimize my airflow. That is why I use and recommend Fantech controllers and EC fans. As the original inventors of the inline fan way back in 1974, Fantech uses the highest quality German motors and has revolutionary impeller technology. The EC fan creates the most efficient and powerful airstream of any fan in its class. And with the new Aeolus controller, maintaining the ideal environment has never been more simple. The Aeolus, with a variety of modes, allows me to control my exhaust and intake fans along with my dampeners from one easy to set up and use interface. And with the 2 expandable channels, I can maintain temperature set points in 2 separate spaces. So whether you're a hobbyist in your garage or a commercial greenhouse grower, it's simple. Use what the pros use. Use the Fantech EC fan and the Aeolus controller. And if you're a retailer, contact Rambridge, Savant Plantech, or Garden Rebels Distribution and order yours today. Fan and controller sold separately.
Dilly Heavy Tea Grow Show. But dilly. Yo, Kelly, pass me that blunt. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Riser Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9. Okay, men. It's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella Chlorela's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement of your plant vigor and fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
She said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all off in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way. You thirsty. In the worst way, nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way. You be telling her the same shit she heard. Yeah. If you send your bitch my direction, I bet I won't give her no attention or affection. Same old questions, nigga, you thirsty. Your mind on the pussy, in my mind where a purse be busy. Boy, I make the shit look easy. She know I don't want her for that very fact she need me. I'm Easty, but I grew up on the west. They hear me loud and clear, that's why this ear up on my chest. Hundred gang running things, know that. That's why the bitch catch me where the dough at. And you can say that pussy girl, you know that shit throwback. And if it ain't, I still don't give a fuck. You can hold that. Beezy. She said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way. You thirsty. In the worst way, nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way. You be telling her the same shit she heard. Oh
I ain't
yeah.
got no patience. I don't really like waiting. Nah, kinda wanna taste it. Oh, girl, let me taste it. Oh, I don't like waiting. So, girl, I ain't waiting at all. Make sure you take it. Make sure you take it. Oh, I work, I lay that pipe, you gon' get it. Bosco, 100 strokes to the bitches. I ain't with the bullshit, bitch, I'm with the business. Every time I fuck, make sure you put that ass in it.
She said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way. You thirsty. In the worst way, nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way. You be telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah.
What she wants don't require a question. What she needs is some direction. So I told her to go ahead and take her clothes off. And with no question, she did it, cause I'm a real one. She said to me,
She said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. Nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way. You thirsty. In the worst way, nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way. You be telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah.
It's Prime, baby. Emo. I had to put you on punishment for about 6 months, man. You pissed me off, dog. That's what I did, bro. But now I'm about to make your old ass move like you ain't never moved before, boy.
Yeah.
You gonna kill me with this damn beat, man.
Yeah, dude, don't kill me with the beat. Hit it!
I ain't Snoop Dogg and I ain't trying to be Wayne.
Oh.
Me on emo and I'm doing
My name is me.
Deep up in the game.
The Reverend.
Hey. Shout out to Unc, man.
I know. I love him.
He supports.
Yeah, he is the man.
He's the
He's
all.
doing this thing. He's giving away money. I don't know where he gets the money to give
Go
away.
in the bag. Man, he done hooked it up so much.
I know. He is the man. Can you just calm down a little bit over there?
Yeah, Doug, can he calm down a little bit?
Well, did you hear my voice? It kind of sounded like him.
He did. He sounds just
Hey,
like him.
this is the You know I'm no punk. I'm on the show on DFZ Radio. I got it?
That sounds good.
That's pretty
Bars,
close.
are we
That's
on the air?
Yeah, we're live. We're back.
Oh, no.
We're back, guys.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
We're back.
no. Who was the dude on? Where was he from? Let's go over here. Juan?
1, 2, 3.
Was Gucci.
What's up,
Gucci,
number
Gucci.
one?
Gucci.
Hey, Juan, what do you call two Latinos playing basketball?
One on
Juan
one.
on Juan.
Juan on Juan. Ha. Did you hear that? Juan on Juan. Juan, did you hear that?
Facts.
No.
That was just hilarious.
Got him. All right. What company was the dude from and what was his name?
Greenhouse feeding.
1. And what was the guy's name?
Let me think.
Albert Einstein.
Joseph?
Fa 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 fa.
His name was Joseph.
You know what you know who just won?
Who
No
won?
one.
No one. He didn't get it right.
Bob.
Damn.
Bob, are you disqualified from winning this, Bob?
No, I don't know. I honestly I really just want the pin.
What pen?
All right. What we're gonna do is we are gonna send you
Bruh.
a copy,
Copy of the pen.
signed copy, of the Grower's Guide. Okay. No, let's
No,
do it.
wait, no,
What?
wait.
Who was the dude and what company was he from?
Rich Hamilton from Greenhouse Feeding.
That's right.
No, it's not.
Is that right?
No.
What?
Oh, sorry, man.
Rich Hamilton wrote the Grower's Guide.
That's true.
Oh.
But it was Jean Wagner.
Oh, could I also say Chuck?
No, you can't. Hey, Bob, for all the good work that you do, I'm going to send you that PH pin, okay? Just
Oh,
hold
love
on.
you, love
Talk
you.
to Marcos
Thank you,
Pollos.
guys.
I know it's going to good use for the veterans up there in the PNW.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, you got to
got
listen to
lucky.
the entire show. This grand prize is going to carry over until next week. That's Granddaddy Pad.
Damn.
G.
hell
The
yeah.
Mission Fertilizer, the
P.
Smart Pots,
I'm talking about CO2 in your room.
Mo Betta.
Mo better.
But we're coming back next
Betta,
week
baby.
with more grow information, more fun.
We in
Stay
the zone.
tuned. Tomorrow, check out the Reverend Herb Show.
Yeah.
Reverend.
At 6 o'clock with our man Unk Emo. Got
That's
nothing but love for
right.
Unk.
It's our boy.
He actually gets us. We
It's
can
our
joke
dude.
around with Unk. And he calls me Neff.
That's
I
right.
always wanted to be someone's Neff. And now I got
you are.
And now I got an Unk.
Oh my God.
Before it was Uncle's, but now it's Unk. I love him.
So endearing.
That's so nice.
Check it out at 6 o'clock, and he has a beautiful co-host named Saint Diesel.
Thank
He'll
you.
be there.
Thank
and
you.
Jamelia will be too.
Jamila is way hotter.
Yes, she is.
Saint's getting in there.
I saved her some chocolates.
Imagine if we still had a poll.
Where are you gonna put those chocolates?
Shit, we'll see.
All right. Guys, tune in next week. Tune in tomorrow. The Plug Gaming on Monday. And, of course, the Hydroponic Chef's Farm to Table show just before the Heavy Tea Grow show on Wednesday. It's original programming. And like I said before, big shout out to Peppy D.
Peppy.
We're going to miss you, buddy.
Peppy D.
And, you know, that this was dedicated to you.
Hell
Little
yeah,
fun
dude.
tonight. So other than that, we out.
We out.